You are all the same. You think you are in control, but I cannot be contained. I will stomp on your crowns, lay waste to your empires, and smile over the chaos.
Space Nine. It's a long ass time ago. It's a long ass fucking time ago. I didn't know. Blue hair on Spock's little girl daughter is weird. I didn't know they got their hair.
Have you ever spied on me?
I've like gone around on social medias, you know, but I've never like gone way in depth.
You're not nosy? You don't wanna...
I'm not nosy.
You captured Zone C.
Like, I feel like if it was me, I'd take a peek.
I'm not
You
gonna
lost
lie. My
Zone
girl
A.
told me she was a big girl. I'm 100% looking at that ex. I don't mind if it's down never. If it's girls though,
You want to look what the girl look like?
I want to know if she really bi or if she just experiment.
Are you gonna know what the picture?
You know what it is? I just can't.
Booking.com has all kinds of states because some love a rustic cabin. Others feel differently. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
So what's the move tonight?
Karaoke. We just did that.
Comedy show. 2 hours if you're not laughing.
24-second clock. Decision time.
Hit them all. Oh, okay.
Maybe. No. They're scrambling. No good looks yet, and no one's clearing the lane. Guys, we're running out of time. Yeah. She came tonight. Let's go. Yes. Let's move.
Make it rain all season long with last-minute tickets from Ticketmaster.
Front row balcony seats, baby.
Yes. I don't understand bisexuality. I mean, I don't get it. I'm not even going to sit here and do politically. I don't know. I don't get it.
It's crazy that
When dudes tell me that I'm bisexual, I'm just like,
I'm the only
I'm
one
into
that
gay.
You said that was the
No joke.
I'm being honest. I don't understand.
You captured Zone C.
I just don't get it. So I would have to.
question. I would answer by looking at the head.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. We go jump their ass. Y'all ain't fucking with it.
Cool.
Alright.
They ain't fucking with a tag. We go jump them.
Yeah, I don't even.
I don't mind being hired by sex. I think you get. Now, I suspect that. I've definitely had experiences with congressmen before. It was like weird experience I couldn't understand. Or like, it was like, and then I would look, and then we have more conversation like a year and we talk about exes sometimes. But not learn more about some of the things. You know, like, oh, that's not very comfortable. I can imagine how getting into a bisexual partner could help inform some of the differences.
You captured Zone A.
Because I would have to imagine it's probably slightly different today. Jackson, y'all can go. It's not.
You lost Zone C.
I believe whatever ignorant shit I believe, and I'm gonna keep on it.
There was a time I remember she uploaded like a story. You guys were on a date, right, at the arcade, and I was like, that looks familiar. Like we used to go on that all the time. And
were you mad? Yeah.
A little jealous, like we used to do that.
Yeah.
And now you're doing
Yeah, but you fucked up, so fuck you.
You captured Zone C.
I feel like that's what it's hard to. See, I could handle cleaning up, going to the same spot to pick your head. It was always kind of weird. And then sitting here learning about it. Like, but what was weirder to me and what jumped out was her first question were you mad?
Were you mad? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's because I was a bitch. Like she wants to know.
You lost Zone
I did
C.
better. Upgrade you. How do you feel? She wants to be in that seat and see her ex grill.
I think it's her saying, "Oh, you hurt me."
Yeah.
Did that hurt you?
You're gonna think you're gonna
Because
do this.
it's a thing where there's still being a bit of that hate or whatever, and that to me is a concerning thing because that means you're not over.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Now she learned it naturally. That's one thing, but her asking because that was her first love, and that means that's been rubbing. Like instant when she learned that fact, she went, "Did I hurt you?"
No, and I can also not trip her. Am I just a person to get you over that person?
Block, bitch.
No longer serve a purpose. You can dump me.
And she definitely like she wears the pants in her relationship.
It's toxic. It is. But it's just not. So play on.
My favorite was Coochie Bumping. I like Coochie Bumping, right?
She likes her up and down, so legs on her shoulders.
She goes for my coochie now. No?
He said she likes her man now. Yeah. Is that why I wanted to watch it?
What was the sexiest thing you and my partner ever did together?
You lost Zone A.
Sexy on camera.
Because the look that he gave was, the look he gave, big ass. That's the look that I feel.
Oh, imagine getting cut by a lesbian. That's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never thought about this before the week. Like, if I was getting cut by a dude and he just came with a tiny penis, I would just laugh at first, but then I was like, this is really sad. If I get cut by a lesbian, it's kind of the same thing to me. Listen, if my girl, I thought my girl was willing to do shit with her ex that she wasn't willing to do.
You captured Zone C.
Something she not do.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
You want to rub your girl? You don't have to.
Yeah, but if you sit with her, you sit with her.
You lost Zone C.
I use my knee, bitch. I use this part right here.
That's not the same thing.
You captured Zone
Take that
A.
shit.
Need
The nothing you deal with her, and you know how to do with me. My voice gonna crack. You do, man. There's no, I'll literally add a little bump shape. I'll do whatever it takes. You won't scissor with me. We gonna figure out a way. I'll use my elbow. You look like a bone saw.
You're gonna scissor with a girl with a limp dick and it's
That dick is crazy. You gotta have something bony or hard. You know what I mean? Like a pelvis. You have to. That's why I'm saying joints. This makes sense because you can bend. I thought about this too much.
We used to like record
You
ourselves.
captured Zone C.
You still got the footage?
No, I do not.
Damn, why block that shit? But okay.
Like after we broke up, I did not keep any. Because I think it's weird to have your ex's nudes.
I agree.
his leg was shaking.
Yeah.
Who do you think your parents' partners like more?
You lost
Or
Zone
me?
A.
Probably Jazzy. I've met her dad once.
Yeah, he was a little hesitant on you at first too, because the Mormon stuff and yeah.
Mormon? No. My entire family's Mormon. Are you Mormon? No, I'm not.
That's crazy.
They think I deflowered him.
Yeah, they think no, you're sucking the devil.
Yeah, they literally think I'm like sucky.
I mean, did you see
You
us?
lost
Like,
Zone C.
This is really awkward.
better in bed, me or you?
I am better.
You captured Zone A.
So Tim goes to the stadium. The one place you go is two places. So if I book my flight now, if I stay later, book now or add later. You will save. Thanks, voice of the sky. The more Ken travels, the more he saves. Bundling flights, stays, and cards. Good for Steve. He even got his rental of his rewards. And that.
I would just beat this ass. They had to jump me.
Book Expedia. The one place you go to go places.
Enemy team is breaking.
When buying a new toy for the kids, you want to pay right away. But buying a new toy for you, that's when you probably pay later. With the Klarna card, debit is the default, and pay later is there for when you need it, so you never lose control. That's smart. That's Klarna.
The enemy rallied.
thought they weren't allowed to show violence on YouTube.
You lost Zone A.
This was a murder.
You captured Zone C.
No, if the girl that's asking the question, if the ex is surprised, that is one thing. If your girl is surprised, oh, you think you shit. Whoa! Release. This is bad. You're the thing that's gonna make her jealous, but the minute you over that or going back to that,
Enemy team is
I'll be
breaking.
honest with you, bro. If you know you're laying it down, you don't even look at your for confirmation. Every time she gets an answer, he looks at her. Objectively. And I'm and that's how I think she read a pen. You can see that he needs her approval for everything, including his opinion of himself. And the fact that she gave him that look like, oh, you think you're laying the better down than my ex? Ooh, this is a humiliation.
You
I
lost
don't say that very
Zone
often.
C.
People will use that. This is humiliation to the fucking
Enemy rallied.
I'm gonna be serious for 10 seconds. She don't like you. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She don't like
Enemy
you,
team is
bro. You
breaking.
said you laid it down and she laughed. She laughed. To me, it's like, whether it's true or not, it's a disrespect. Even if my girl wasn't the best, you think I would say that in front of other people? In front of her ex? Or my ex in this situation? You think
Your team
I'm
is
like,
breaking.
oh, you was that blowjob this game. 2 years ripped off my
Your
fourth
team
kid.
rallied.
I'll be like, yo, this girl better than the girl with the rich.
You captured Zone
Fuck
A.
that thing, bruh. I'd have been hyping her ass up. If I can't be out here having her doubting her whole life in front of my ex, this bitch laughed. She's gonna remember this in the afterlife. She'll be having one of those anime pensive moments. Where
You captured Zone C.
You think your Mormon family's not gonna see this shit?
This might make it more than again.
I mean, like, even if they're both girls, like, it's different. Like, what can you really? I mean, I would love to be educated about what girls do. Yeah.
I will say Luke is very extraordinary at it.
Victory.
That's not true. That's not true. I mean, maybe I've been doing it unintentionally.
Yeah, was that fucking soundboard?
Damn, this nigga got 14 of them. That's crazy.
Part of it is humorous, kind of a bit much. Oh yeah, I'm definitely the best. What did you offer as a woman that I can as a man, thinking like your dick is everything? You know, like you big guys don't really understand the importance of like foreplay a lot of the time, or even just like touching and kissing, all these different things. They just think that they got a dick be better. It's ignorant.
You think you were a Mormon and you still is.
Yeah.
Not in religion, but in the way of thinking and the mindset. You haven't left home.
I don't even want to blame that on Mormonism, to be honest, because there's a lot of non-Mormon people who get this shit wrong. Like, motherfuckers just don't even know how to touch somebody. Like, they're like, well, let's go to basic. I ain't nothing to do with gender. So that's why when I hear people talking, like, my thing big, like, listen, bro, if you think that's that important, you're fucking useless. That means she probably riding you and knows exactly what she needs to do to get off, because you're, well, that's real smart. So anyone who tells me, like, I'm better than lesbians because your game probably trash. I can always tell you you're too innocent or, like, non-experienced to even know. And that's why they're looking at like, yo, you don't know this. You see what she did the first thing? You know what? She went to the spots. Because individuals are going to have different spots. And she went to the spot that he's like, is that a spot? And his ex, his girlfriend would do what? Hey, and you don't know about that one. Because motherfucker, you didn't explore. Apparently you've been penetrating this the whole time and never took the time to actually, like, see how she So, he trash, but she still didn't do it.
But the thing that happened is that he is less expensive than a sex doll. So here you go.
How frequently do you two have sex? Do you think we did it more or less? I'm guessing you two, just because you guys like live super close to each other. We're like medium distance, so we see each other maybe for like a week out of every month.
I ain't gonna lie, they beat my ass on here sometimes.
I want to be so.
But I do be beating shit too though, so shit.
Yeah.
When you're there, maybe doing it.
We have sex every day when I'm with her.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So glad to hear. Good for you.
Would you ever invite me into the bedroom with you too?
No.
No.
What if it was a threesome where you guys ignored each other?
Or
Yes!
that's crazy.
Y'all really want this to happen? I don't want it to happen. The answer is no. The answer is hell no.
So she wanted it to happen. Ooh.
I'm still on that.
Have you ever talked to my partner since I've been with them without me knowing? That's a great question. Do you talk to Jazzy when we're having issues?
It's our question.
Sorry.
Answer. I think it's the youngest, yeah. She does. We grew up first together, you know.
Yeah.
We had that friendship bond before we dated. Now we're just normal friends. Like what we did in freshman year college, whatever. You know, she's not me. If she's
No, yeah.
she would have she.
There's been a very clear boundary.
Yeah.
That's always been kind of set in stone.
Do you think you and I could ever be friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think we'll last?
Honestly, yeah. I just think you guys will laugh. I feel like you're more her type than I would. If I'm being honest.
Alright, I'll just end it in a semi-wholesome. Give him credit.
Oh, shit.
Ernest, what you said. I don't think speak through whatever. I'm not about that.
You captured Zone C.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's the wrong.
You lost Zone A.
You know, definitely did some embarrassing things for some of those things. But I think I would do that because I couldn't imagine being put my life with my partner. But you've got this very close thing now on that, you know. But some of them, God damn.
You lost Zone C.
Raised by a single mom of public assistance, caretaker for her sister with disabilities. For Melissa Conyers Irvin, lowering costs, protecting healthcare, and stopping Donald Trump is personal. Melissa Conyers Irvin, fearless, ready to fight.
Step into a world where the fun never ends
captured
and
Zone
the
C.
possibilities are endless. Welcome to Lucky Strike, where every game holds the promise of fortune. Indulge in handcrafted cocktails and taste luxury with experience exquisite dining, where every bite takes you very to life. Dance to the rhythm and lose yourself in the moment. The night is yours to own. Lucky Strike, reserve your lane today.
Excellent stuff happened. It's been very interesting. Happening during essentially Pam Bondi, who's the head of the DOJ, and or at least an attorney general. So pretty much the highest office in the land when it comes to the law.
You don't tell me.
No, I did tell you because I saw what you did in the Senate.
Lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Many will be answering the wrong.
Discussed with Donald Trump, you have Trump derangement syndrome. All of you who participated in those impeachment hearings against Donald Trump, you all should be apologizing. You sit here and you attack the president, and I am not going to have it. I'm not going to put up with it. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P is over 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about.
I've never heard that pedo shit is acceptable.
You lost
because
Zone
the
C.
stock market is doing great. I've heard a lot. Oh, your groceries suck? The stock market. Oh, your rent is going up? The stock market. So the kids are getting deals? Man, have you seen the S&P? Up 500.
You captured
Now we're
Zone
going to be
C.
able to afford 5 more kids on the island. And we're in uncharted territory. And the irony is, the main people who benefit from the S&P and the stock market are the exact kind of people who do the kids. You know what
That nigga think he cold over there. Hold on.
It's always great to know that everyone got to play by the rules.
I got 2 of their ass.
Off the fact that they use their
Make that 3 of them.
to enrich themselves and their pedal buddies.
And meanwhile, you're at home thinking try to save your money just to buy a home.
God,
Block, bitch. Block. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Block.
parts of the whole suit files out. Now some of you be like, well, what happened there? But it's nothing. No, it was a lot.
I am now on my way to go looking at the unredacted Epstein file.
What I saw that bothered me were the names of at least 6 men that have been redacted that are likely incriminated by their inclusion in these files.
What about teammates? God damn it. Shit.
They really get their hands on the unredacted file. It's a big deal because apparently, even though they were supposed to release everything unredacted unless it was a victim's name. Well, tell me how these people not only redacted things when they shouldn't have, but they didn't redact things when they were supposed to. That's right, they dropped the files with the victim's name available to everyone. So imagine you are one of the many girls. Suddenly you go to the police, you find no sense of justice. Years go by, change people enrich themselves.
Every time I go over there, it's always 3 niggas there. I ain't going over there no more. I'm just go back to C. Just stay my ass at C shit. Since my team ain't no goddamn help.
You throw your name out to the public so that anyone can harass or dox you. Now some of you might be saying, it's a mistake. Yes, please, everyone they wanted at the DOJ, everyone at the FBI.
Why are you running?
You captured Zone C.
Choice to hide the
Yeah, you running to his team.
conspirators of Epstein and his trafficking ring. And very little efforts, or no efforts in many cases, to redact any of the victims. So when asked about these victims, who were girls, are responsible for the stock market.
Ow! It's down right now. It's over. It's down to over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, if I hear right. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. S&P at almost 7,000.
Why the fuck my team just run on me, bitch? Stop. Hold on, wait a minute. Fuck off me. No, back up, jump back, wait. Fuck. Weak ass teammate, that nigga red, bro.
So asked about these victims.
And he just keep doing that same lame ass poking shit.
That's what I despise about it. Like, she was asked to cover up, and she needs to die on that hill. That's what she needs to do for the rest of her life. Like, she has to die on that hill. And that's crazy, because you're under oath. You're supposed to apply the law. We asked you something that is very clear, and you go on NASDAQ?
Yeah, she doesn't have to do anything. That's what social is. It's not about politics, it's about character. And there's people who work for Trump who no longer work for him because they said no. And they threatened to hang Mike Pence because he wouldn't claim that the election was stolen and he was going to certify. They were chanting on doing things to have him hang. You have a choice. That's a choice you made. Don't worry about politics. You took that money. You accepted it. There are politicians who say no. I mean, you have Howard Lutnick, who's Secretary of Commerce, huge position to hold in this environment. He is on record talking in the past about Epstein because he was Epstein's neighbor. And I don't mean that like medical.
We live in the same neighborhood. Oh, you know.
Howard Lutnick? That's how close they were. He can,
God damn it, I tried to jump back. Okay, I killed two of their ass. I don't give no fuck.
That's what it is about was, you know, get a massage, and you're having a massage with, I assume it's on you. This guy was the greatest blackmailer ever.
Without providing evidence, Lutnick saying he believes Epstein may have traded alleged blackmail videos.
And he gonna lie, I'm learning how to use this character better and better.
There was no blackmail list, right? They're all saying that he trafficked himself. Here to the Secretary of Commerce who had access to their file, who knew the fucking guy.
Only thing they could do is goddamn jump. That's about it. So no, they ain't no good at the game.
Prolific blackmailer of all time.
I assume they traded
He also described
Damn, bitch.
I say massage
Hit this nigga with the fucking heavy, goddamn it.
And then you're gonna get some weirdly twisted and I don't know being immersed with that disgusting person. So I was never in the room with him. Searching, back out there, how are you going? Is he loose?
Did you in fact make the visit to Jeffrey Epstein's private island?
Damn, wait a minute, don't beat me, beat this nigga. Fuck, get him, he dead, yeah, kill that nigga. There we go, we won. Good game. Oh no, wait, there's one left? There we go.
He said, I knew right away what this man was.
All of them dead, what's going on? I'm about to say.
In the Epstein file release, you know what they found? This man had been emailing him the whole time. He said, oh, for them to Epstein Island afterwards. So the man he thought was so nasty, so disgusting.
He was chilling with them.
He took a private jet with his kids and his family.
As were my 4 children, and then I had another couple. They were there as well with their children, and we had lunch on the island. That is true. 1 hour, and we left with all of my children, with my nanny and my wife, all together. We were on family vacation. We were not apart. To suggest there was anything untoward about that in 2012.
2012 is after the conviction of 2009 for child visiting. Okay? So, and he knows everybody was a child. The man he thought was so, he was having lunch with his family and his kids. And he's telling lies years later. He wanted the same thing. Oh, Trump is in the file. What the fuck are you doing? You begging to get on that fucking island, piece of shit.
Oh, you know, you always want to leave. You're not a parent. But sometimes you want to get away from the kids.
Yeah, I want to get away from the kids and hang out with pedophiles. I've been really
you want to get away from your kids to get with other kids.
Guys, I'm just gonna play the statements from these people. You hear?
Granger knows that as a procurement coordinator and manufacturing plant, you can count on auto reordering to have the PPE you need on hand. Call 1-800-GRANGER, clickgranger.com, or just stop by. Granger, the ones who get it done.
Is JD Vance on Howard Levitt. These people are calling for his resignation.
Well, I mean, obviously I've been pretty occupied the last couple of days. I haven't seen Howard getting called to resign. We'll follow the story a little bit closely, more closely as I get on the plane. But, you know, fundamentally, I think the Epstein files, what they reveal is certainly you had a lot of very wealthy and powerful people who were involved in some very disgusting behavior. But I do find it interesting that the congressional Democrats are so focused on attacking the President of the United States. Even the President who actually authorized the release of these files.
Don't want to tell that lie. He only authorized it because Congress had already voted on it. At that point, it was going to come out. So here he is saying this today. And this is what National Fellow said. Back then, I want to say that again.
Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information.
I just need y'all to help me. How does everyone in this administration talk out of both sides of their mouth, their ears, and booty holes?
We're not helping you understand. Shit, you already understand. Stop playing.
Just try.
We're not.
You're not Pam Bondi standing in front of the judiciary. We're going to listen to a couple clips here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Bondi,
Because they ass all in on it. The fuck?
to review some of the unredacted materials. And I am looking forward to your detailed explanation for why you have withheld almost half of the documents, which is required by the bill. Now, obviously, there are 3 million documents, so I didn't get through much. But one thing I didn't see was the client list that you said you had on your desk a year ago. I did, however, find a couple of important...
No team coming? Nope. Probably finna be like 3 niggas show up here.
Memo from the Southern District of
No, just one.
in a draft indictment from Florida against Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators. For reasons that I cannot understand, nor are permitted by the bill, they were still redacted, even for members of Congress. So, Ms. Bondi, will you commit right here to immediately provide
Oh my god, that almost what, man.
an unredacted form to members of Congress? Not a complicated question.
Well, I guess it is for you.
Oh, you come back for some more?
Amendments are privileged.
No?
Okay.
Indictments are not privileged.
Yo. Jasmine's face on that.
Nah, I don't think he want no more of that.
You captured Zone C.
Jasmine, yo.
I also found an email that I have right here from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell that was unredacted, and it included notes of statements that Donald Trump made about his prior relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, there is no reason for this to be hidden from the American people. There is no privilege, there is no attorney-client privilege, and I see you're checking with your staff, and I can assure you, staff, this is not under attorney-client privilege, because it was sent from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. Will you commit to publicly providing...
Why is you fighting the same nigga I'm fighting, bitch? Fight him! What the fuck is wrong with you?
the extent of Donald Trump's lies...
I should let them jump your ass, cause I'm definitely one type. Cause what the fuck is he doing? You was already fighting him. What's wrong with people? Common sense ain't so common on this game, bro. How the fuck you trying to fight the same nigga I'm fighting? I'm already fighting him, and it's 2 of them.
That's what I hate.
And got us both killed.
That is exactly what I hate. It's like it's kindergarten. When you watch wrestling, it's known that
You lost Zone A.
Might as well go ahead and turn that ass around.
These are obviously
Wait a minute.
proper redactions.
And those are not privileged.
I'm talking.
If they're not privileged,
Quiet.
yell at me. If they're not privileged,
Wait, bitch. Get off me. Wait a minute. Stop it.
Your improper redactions.
you don't like my answer.
You continue to...
You know, it is crazy to think that this lady's a lawyer.
Fucking bastards. How dare you judge me? You know what? I got something for him.
Judge doesn't tell you to speak, you don't talk. So it's just funny to watch the general attorney sit here and disrupt this during the proceeding. But I think it goes to show you...
Time to get real disrespectful.
All the
Like how I do the little stump shit. This how I do the stump shit? Yep, come on. Put a stump on him after I kill him.
show you what I've been everything. You're very confident. You're incompetent and corrupt.
Fuck off me, bitch ass nigga. You know what? Yeah, here you go. Hold the scroll.
They're bad at their job and
Wait, no, fuck off, bitch.
to check you.
That's what happened. And it's really what bothers me, the back and forth like that when you ask me the question. That's what politics is.
You captured Zone C.
Questions in those cases. You know what I mean? Preach. What happened?
There we go. I just had to bump her ass and kill her.
You such and such. Did you do what you were supposed to do? Excuse me, sir. You
captured Zone A.
The difference here is what's not been heard of.
Just say that teammate from the execution though.
Anyone was corrupt for it. Yes. So they feel involved. Because like in previous administrations, you might be afraid of the fact that the next DOJ is
Hello?
You guys are not afraid.
Let me get out the way.
They're either waiting for everybody.
Don't die to the boss trying to run from us.
And protect that. Everybody's going to make money. And when it's going to be done, it's going to be done. And if Trump died,
Damn, how the fuck he hitting both of us?
more than 200 companies offering you coverage.
You lost Zone A.
Premiums lower with homeowners.
Fuck, I'm fucking doing it too late. Too fucking late and too early. Shit. Let me calm down. They're moving too fast. I kept doing the same thing like 3 different times trying to block this shit. I ain't even see no sword coming. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself right there.
So what's the move tonight, Drew?
We just did that.
Comedy show.
24 second clock.
Bowling?
Again.
Maybe. No.
Let's go. Body move. Make it rain off the line with last minute. Check it out.
You captured Zone A.
Then everything is going to be thrown under the bus, but he's already dead. So who cares?
Even though you used improper redactions to protect Donald Trump and other predators associated with Jeffrey Epstein, you did the exact opposite thing with the
So we gotta go get C now.
of this scheme. So their identification information was really the only thing required to be redacted, and it was not. And it's clear this was not a mistake. This was not by accident. This was not because you only had 30 days when you really used 75, and that doesn't even include all the hours last March that you were redacting in.
Fucking kill all these goddamn bots. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, get her ass. Let me go heal up real quick.
Entitled Epstein
You
Victim
lost
List.
Zone A.
There are 32 names. 1 is redacted. 31 are not. So someone looked at it and decided to redact something. And I will tell you that that is clearly intentional to intimidate these survivors and victims. Now, in an interview last week,
How would you tell me that's intentional?
in an interview last week, Deputy Attorney General Todd
Can't go off script.
said that any victim that wants to speak with the department has done so, hopefully. Well, thanks to the incredibly brave people sitting here behind you, we can actually ask them if that's true. Now, would the survivors and victims who are here please stand up one more time? Just by show of hands, how many of you or your loved ones actually have met with the Department of Justice and provided testimony and
Enemy team is breaking.
None. And of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and
I
evidence?
need to heal. Get him out of here, fucker.
And of those all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice?
Enemy team is breaking.
All of them. And despite the shameful and despicable effort,
I almost had a little trouble with him for a second. I guarantee you after this match, they probably put us in here with some niggas who go whip my ass.
who speak to the Department of Justice. All of them.
The enemy rally.
It looks like you have some more witnesses now.
The reason why I want to play that is that the Epstein victims, many of them
Your team is breaking.
were actually in the courtroom. They were standing back there.
Redemption. Number 3, COVID-100, and we invited you in. It was one redemption.
Mind you, like, she's dealing with one of the most
Your team is breaking.
and one of the most powerful people who, like,
Your team rally.
and in a hearing, she's alive.
People laugh for different reasons, not because it's necessarily funny. It looks fucking bad, but
I'm sorry, no. general. A modicum of fucking professionalism would be demanded. You're not a fucking dude at Burger King. Sorry. This is your job. You put criminals behind bars. When you're asked by people why you're behind injustice and you're laughing, that's on you. Stop it. But, you know, and I only say that because I was a fucking private in the army who would have gotten briefed for laughing at an inappropriate time.
You would have.
Okay.
You would have.
Okay.
But still, people laugh for a reason. That's a fact.
The enemy rally.
I feel like there's just one person there.
It's spamming the same move. Fucking suck.
But yeah, people do laugh for different reasons. It is highly.
I knew that was gonna happen too anyway.
And considering her attitude throughout the whole hearing, how she treated it as a joke, yeah.
Enemy team is breaking.
I don't see like, ha ha ha, great victim. That's not what I see, but it's still unprofessional. And on top of that, with the way that she's acting, and she's been acting, and she's been just waving things that is serious.
You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A. You lost Zone C. You captured Zone A. You lost Zone A.
「
your problems can hurt. Learn more about the only treatment for use.
I'm about to say, yeah, we need an Exacto or something.
About gut-focused Intibio, including the Intibio pen.
Too slow.
Pretty much everybody else here.
Stop trying to bring me, bitch. Wait a minute.
Special treatment for privileges in prison. And yet, Ghislaine Maxwell.
There we go. Did that shit too goddamn slow. Let me go back and heal up.
In July, she had a 2-day interview with your deputy and President Trump's former defense attorney, Todd Blanche. Just days after that, Maxwell was transferred from a federal correctional institution in Florida to a minimum security facility in Texas, which she
Damn, what the fuck?
would normally be ineligible. At this new facility, as the ranking member talked about, and by the way, it's nicknamed Club Fed. We heard reports that she's been afforded special privileges. Puppy time.
Damn, hold on, what the fuck? Can I fight about myself? Shit.
A convicted sex offender like Ghislaine Maxwell deserved special treatment and prison and privileges in prison. Yes, sir. Let me be
Cause I was just whooping his ass, but you came over here trying to steal a nigga kill.
I asked you
I ain't gonna lie, they is jumping niggas. Let's go get his ass though.
Some of you might be like, what's going on? You have to remember when you're in court, that's normal. There's no question you can't expand beyond that. That's normal. And she has an attorney known that. She's trying to filibuster so she can tell you about the stock market. Or she's trying to mess up her flow and distract her and everybody else from their engagement. Because she knows her profile. She knows what she's doing. It's not like, oh my God, she's so incompetent.
They take it, see.
When they do stuff like that, it is planned. They know what they're doing.
Of course, you want to make Trump happy. She's being a good little girl. Stop the talk and remind me of the rules.
Too many of them motherfuckers for our troops to handle. Let's get rid of them.
I want you to know that every time she does get these perks, and it's been publicly reported, that the folks she's abused, the survivors who are sitting here,
How dare you shank me? You're not even that good, bitch. Get out. What the fuck I die from? God damn it, what the fuck?
and she needs to be moved back to
That
America.
bitch got poison on the blades. You gonna shank me and then poison me because I'm beating your ass?
Cooperate with them unless she gets clemency from Donald Trump.
Not only did she say that,
Let me go level up my goddamn character 2 real quick so I can unlock poison on my blades. Go poison me some niggas.
You know what I think is going on?
Look out for me.
I think they're keeping Ghislaine Maxwell alive because she's a liability, right? If she goes back to maximum, she's the one that's gonna ratchet all out.
well, don't you remember the leaks that were coming out?
Whenever,
everything stopped when she got to.
Because when she moved from the maximum to wherever she is now, all that stopped. She's gonna keep on leaking. I think she's being kept alive by bigger forces.
You captured Zone A.
It's a whole operation. I don't know who.
That begs the question.
Enemy team.
Perfect execution.
Transfer to the minimum security prison that she was ineligible. Who signed off on the special privilege? Was it Mr. Blake?
Damn it! That top big head ass is out the way.
Please, can you tell us who sent her there since you don't agree she should be there? I said I do not agree she should.
Got them running from the smoke.
She was transferred. I learned.
Got these people running from the smoke.
Same level facility, and that is the question.
They running from the smoke, chat.
Not involved in that at all.
Why they running from the smoke, chat?
She now has the ability
Why you running from the smoke like that?
to pet a puppy whenever she wants. You know, she does yoga. She has a guard who has to attend to her and make sure her needs are met. In fact, she's so demanding that some of the guards are opposed to the fact that they dislike her. Her pregnancy is having peace of mind, and that's also why we don't have any more leaks like the birthday and other evidence he has about Trump. 100%. So the powers that be that don't want their shit out there,
Enemy team is breaking.
and like, there's no way anyone can
He just watched his teammate get jumped and beat on like that.
vouching for him. The way he's trying to protect.
Hold on, wait, there's 2 going back, 3 going back this way. Hold on, wait a minute.
Because in the files themselves, people point to these where Trump was like, in a 2008 police report with Florida office, he was asked about this. And you know what he said about it? It's very good. They're very bad people.
You captured Zone C.
Yeah, y'all wanna fucking jump, right, bitch?
That's how he talks about the fact
He ain't get the perfect execution yet. Let me give it to him right now.
Trump had already said about him that him and Epstein share a very common interest. the only difference is that
No motherfucking here, bitch. Oh no, wait, teammate, I'm coming! Wait a minute, teammate!
You lost Zone A.
Alright, everyone, you're tell everyone.
I blocked that weak ass shit. How many kills I goddamn got? Hey, damn, that nigga got 14 of them bitches. He not fucking around.
You know what he says? Everyone knew them, but I don't know. So at the time it happened, he knew what they were up to. He called them evil. After the fact, you want to know why he was talking like that? Because he knew how much he knew. And remember what Steve Bannon says. He says if there's one person who can destroy Trump, it's Epstein. So how does this man talk about Ghislaine Maxwell? Someone who's accused and who's been convicted of trafficking. I wish her well. You wish a child trafficker well?
No, you just don't want to touch that. You just don't want to say something. You don't want to upset them.
You captured Zone A.
I need to go lie, I love this execution style.
Yeah, I mean, the man has been in the SC file thousands of times. I hear that this man is not ahead of his place. Now, if you
See, respectful? Nah. The disrespectful. Stop on that nigga. Stop on that nigga.
Like, these guys are all disgusting perverts. And you vote Trump. Definitely a pedo. You have to have a little cult mentality to still think that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It is a part of a cult.
Yeah. And people say stuff like, oh, I don't care stuff about that.
Y'all can't lie, Chad, I'm cold, ain't I?
But you guys definitely worship a pedo. It is what it is.
Like, I be getting my ass whooped, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do be getting my ass whooped.
Talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, who hopefully will die in prison. Hopefully will die in prison. I have talking about Irina Zarutska. I have a couple of died on the subway. Right, and we don't talk about that.
I have been talking about it and actually helping with these issues. But we're going to move back to you.
I bet we are.
Yes, of course, because you're here to testify.
I bet you are. That's what you're here for, dum-dum.
Well, she didn't think so because she never answers questions.
No.
As we heard, she took the fifth in response to every single question in that committee hearing. And her lawyer dangled the offer of clemency. Should Donald Trump pardon or commute her sentence? Should she be released from prison, yes or no? You said you hope she dies there, so I'm hoping the answer is no.
I already answered that question.
Good. I'm very glad. I really like this bipartisan agreement about
when
what
we
should
have
happen.
you don't want to talk about Irina Zarutska. You don't want to talk about.
I talk about her all the time, but
What about us? That's another thing that I hate. You're not here to ask questions, bitch. Not here to be like, you're here to answer questions. They have questions for you. She's always flinging back questions. Don't worry. She knows what she's doing. She's gonna throw off everything. But I really hate that shit about politics. I remember one day my mom said, well, she going to politics. She said that. And I wouldn't fit. I would die in minutes. I don't talk like them. I don't have the same talk. I'd be like, yo, shut your bitch ass up when I'm talking, yo.
One of the most powerful people in the room. Listen to us.
Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once, when he was and also, I'm on the record to reflect that, the anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Let me clear. You want to go there, Attorney General? There. Are you serious?
Gentlemen,
Talking about anti-Semitism.
You captured Zone A.
To grandfather in the
Yeah, you can't pull the anti-Semitic card on the Jew that ties to the Holocaust. That's an L. That's like a whole Yu-Gi-Oh match. Bitch, you have to be in my tramp card.
Yeah, big Elvis.
Blue eyes like dragging on that ass. She went my granddad goddamn.
You lost Zone A.
Charmander.
You captured Zone C.
I said blue eyes like dragging. She just says Charmander. She Charizard. She said Charmander.
I'm back.
When you want that little fucking plain woman to take that.
I kind of like Charmander.
That's how you know Priest wasn't on Pokemon like that. That's how you know.
No, it was not.
It was kind of like when I listened to Joe Rogan do the whole pedophile defense for his podcast. The people who used to talk about this stuff, a good majority of them don't actually care. Because they never want to call out the real names. They don't want to call out the person who's in charge of this whole entire cover-up. So they're like, oh, own your part. You guys have all the leverage. You own the House, you own the Senate, you own the Supreme Court, you own the presidency. You could do whatever you want. If you wanted these files out there, they'd be out there in 30 seconds. You guys told everyone. We saw the Epstein list. You told everyone. There's tapes, blackmail. He's the most prolific. You guys were telling us on the campaign. You guys telling everybody on the campaign trail. He's gonna get released.
And then you backtrack. Oh no, there's nothing.
And then you say, oh, it is real. And then some of y'all say it's not. And then you say, oh, there's no tapes. So it's on my desk. And then it's just these people. They're not serious, but they're all corrupt. It doesn't matter. The truth has never been part of their game. They don't care about what it sounds like, what it looks like. They just care about what keeps them down. So,
and why? Because that's how they get money. More money.
Crime.
That's really what they're doing. They're doing the crime, but they got cars, so they good. I'm not talking about the ties around their neck. I'm talking about the ties they have.
Captured Zone C.
So, anytime you guys meet people from MAGA, I know like, oh, Trump derangement. These guys worship a pedophile.
Yeah. That's a weird religion, but you know, people do that.
Yeah, I'm not taking none of their criticisms very seriously because they know that the president deep down is what he is. They just don't want to have it. And it's you got derangement syndrome. To see all that evidence of him being on those planes, being that close, him writing the little birthday notes, them all being chummy, them all lying about their access and how much they knew him, taking their family on his island. Now they're all covering up. And you don't think? Then you're the fucking crazy one. That fucking shit's a cult, and I hope everybody involved, left, right, center, green, blues, I don't give a fuck. I hope they all burn. Overseas too. There were 6 names that were redacted. They ended up finding out who these people were. There's no reason to redact the co-conspirators. That was never part of it. But they want to protect the powerful people. Yeah. And now that the names have been released, more people getting fired, more people resigning, more investigations, more calls for resignation. So everywhere else we're seeing accountability, but in the one place.
Well, it is called the land of the free, so probably because I need to be free, I guess. You know, that's you gotta protect something.
I'll say this:
you lost.
The Trump admin or all the senators really. A lot of these people don't take these shit very seriously. You tell by the people, you tell by the fact that there's a lot of stuff, you tell by the fear involved. It's all performance. Yes, it's a courtroom or whatever, it's a Senate hearing, but the formalities are all just, it doesn't feel like anyone's being punched. Like, you know, we go to court as regular citizens. If we don't answer questions, if we don't do things the right way, we get kind of
one top, I gotta run. Sorry, teammates.
shouting matches. While the most amount of power, they will yell across the room, not answer questions.
I'm too on that.
None of it matters. And there's no accountability. It's a kangaroo court.
And then after that, they turn around and they ask themselves, why do people
You captured Zone A.
I don't even have to do it wrong. I have to lie.
Yeah, there you go.
Now that I lied under oath, I could go to jail. But you're good.
But why are they good though? They're good because they get a pardon no matter what.
You get a pardon no matter what.
That's what's different.
Or they're not even going to face anything. You know? They don't even need a pardon sometimes because there's no consequence.
Because they run the DOJ.
They run it. She runs the game. If it's talking about a pardon.
Police team, what the police team? We investigated ourselves and we cleared ourselves.
Oh, yeah. The police. Crazy.
I mean, it can work where there's some ethics and decent leadership, but this ain't one of those situations.
I've been held accountable more because my windows were tinted than you guys hiding pedophiles, and I'm sick of that.
Hey man, I was saying, man, I feel very vindicated, you know? When I was saying these motherfuckers are cults, when I said this whole thing is more extreme than anything I've ever seen, well, this is crazy. Oh, not a whole fucking admin.
Your team is breaking.
And are covering for me. Maybe I'm still crazy.
You lost.
That's your team. Good luck, motherfucker.
Republicans got all that because you don't do nothing about your government. It's crazy. But on January 6th, you were ready to go on. And this don't fucking get you riled up. That's pussy.
I don't even think that
you captured Zone C.
Something big. Because you see a lot of them are scared to see Trump. That's that.
How do you real?
You'll see Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan will like be a little bit critical, but he'll never say something. Yeah, Tommy Riddle, because the minute he's off UFC, he's off every. He's not getting off UFC. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna keep him off UFC. But it's just like the Colts, the mentality is good.
You lost to Zone C.
You think of the base?
100%.
Because they try to get rid of certain like some talk show hosts. Why would Rogan and UFC be different?
I'll tell you, when you're in a cult, you can have the idea of like free speech and say what you want to say.
Right.
Challenge cult leader, even when he's wrong, you're wrong.
Oh yeah.
And they all the free speech warriors, they'll say anything. They'll say fire Cash Patel. Oh, get rid of Pam Bondi. They'll say all that stuff.
But that's wrong.
I'm like, who hired them? Who gives them the orders? You think this bitch Pam Bondi's doing this without his explicit orders?
No.
But they'll never say his name, and that's how you know it's a cult. Because they all know it's wrong. They want people fired. Who hired them? Who's wanting leadership?
It is a cult. It fits the profile of everything. A cult. The next step is they all commit suicide.
Hi, Dan Hines, a professional assessor. This Park Ridge home was assessed as a garage for years by Fritz Gailey. The Tribune found nothing like it. You pay more for his incompetence. You've been praised. I'm running for assessor to clean it up.
Son? This would be too close to that. Oh no, what the hell? Are you ready to kick it? I'm good.
Oh, that was dying ball.
That's amazing. No, it's not. Let's go. Okay, my dear. Are you ready to kick it? I'm ready to kick it. The reason was really neat. See you there.
My name is John Kiriakou. I was a field agent in the CIA. I hunted, tracked, and captured terrorists around the world. This is everything I'm authorized to tell you. I'm not allowed to say how many officers or what percentage of CIA officers are dedicated to counterterrorism. After that level, the CIA became a paramilitary organization. When we started borrowing special forces guys, they would be on loan to the CIA to just fly somewhere, kill somebody, and then fly back for the next Tuesday meeting. The most obvious risk of working as a counterterrorism officer, obviously, is the risk of death. There were two guys who I worked with in CTC, the Counterterrorism Center, Helga Bose and Mike Spann, who were killed in the line of duty. And it wasn't just them. I was the chief of the counterintelligence branch in the Osama bin Laden group. The woman that I sat next to was killed in the line of duty in the Khost bomber in Afghanistan. The suicide bomber, he blew her and 6 of our colleagues up. So, death, destruction, but on an equally personal note, your marriage is probably not going to survive an operational tour in the director's intelligence. The stress is just otherworldly. It's the most difficult and dangerous thing you can do as a CIA officer, for a variety of reasons. First, when people join terrorist groups, they do that because they are true believers. And in most cases, they hate you for what you stand for, more than they love life itself. And so they are very happy to die for a cause. At the same time, they're working in counterterrorism issues. You generally aren't doing it in London or Paris or Ottawa. You're doing it in Yemen, Somalia, Afghanistan, Pakistan. In Pakistan, unless you're going to carry out an operational act, you have to stay on the compound. It was just simply too dangerous. And so not only do you have this exceedingly difficult job to do, but you have to blend in and not attract attention to yourself and keep yourself safe at the same time. I'll give you an example. When I was stationed in Athens, Athens was one of the most dangerous places in the world, especially for American CIA officers. 17 November had murdered CIA agencies, 2 U.S. defense attachés, and a hapless Air Force technical sergeant. This was a very, very lethal. So that was my job to work And I drove an armored car, level 4 armor. I carried 2 guns. I had a Glock 9mm on my waist and a Smith & Wesson 38 on my waist. Even second bumper in my pocket just in case anything turned. That's all I had left. Halfway through my tour, the British embassy received a new defense secretary. His name is Stephen Saunders. He was a 1-star general, brigadier general. Everybody
What the fuck?
Everybody likes to be around him. The life of the party. He loves being on camera. So anytime there's some event and there's a camera, Stephen would run up to the camera and give an interview.
Oh my god, your dumb ass got me killed, bro.
The British is not in a country that's categorized as a critical threat for terrorism. I took delivery of this new BMW 540, fully armored. And so we were at a cocktail party the day that I got the call. And I was standing there with Stephen, who was making fun of me. And he says, "You Americans, you're so obsessed with security. The NATO country, what are you so afraid of?" And they all chuckled. And I said, "You Brits live in a dream world. If you think because they have palm trees and pretty beaches that they're not going to kill you if they have the chance." And we all laughed. And then, a couple of weeks later, I made a mistake that I had never made before. I slept through my alarm. I had to just get on the main road and go straight in. And it was straight down this direct road called CS Boulevard. So I guaranteed CS to go straight down the mountain and get to the embassy, turn on the radio, listening to some music, and this announcer comes on and he says, "Boy, CS Boulevard, there was a terrorist attack at Felix Day." I had definitely never heard that, but when he said it, I see this white Rover in the far left lane. There's blood all over the interior of the window, and I can see when I get close enough that the driver's side window's been shot out, and Stephen Saunders drives a white Rover. It turned out that they had taken him to the hospital that was next door to his house, and he died there about 20 minutes later. And the reason we did it was Revolutionary Organization 17 November. Now, 17 November usually would drop a manifesto at the site of the assassination.
This fucking weak ass bitch keep using the same fucking moves over and over.
See the manifesto? Fergus Saunders did. He said, "It mentioned you." I said, "Come on, not possible." Like, seriously, nobody took security as seriously as I did. And he showed it to me, and it says in Greek, "We saw him as a spy." But he was driving an armored car, and we knew he was armed. So we elected to carry out the revolutionary sentence on the war criminal Saunders. And he said,
"You captured Zone C.
We're going to take you to the airport, you're going to go home. We'll protect you. The ticket was one. The package was one." So we flew out. The night before that happened was the last night I spent in a house with my wife. And we were divorced soon after. She's just like, "Yeah, I'm not doing it."
I literally died in 3 hits. You motherfucker OP.
You lost Zone A.
Assets are critically important because, as an American CIA officer, I'm not going to be able to infiltrate a group directly. I was one of only a handful of CIA officers who spoke fluent Arabic. Even with my fluent Arabic, I spoke with an accent. So John's not going to be able to put on a thobe and a kashasha and walk into a terrorist camp and belong to it. That's just not real life. And so your job is to recruit someone who is either a member of a terrorist group or can become a member of a terrorist group so that you can use this information to disrupt future attacks. There are a million different types of people that you might want to consider recruiting. But if you recruit a bona fide terrorist, someone who is able to get into the group, you're going to need that you want to run for hours probably. And
dirty bitch.
5, 6, 10 different intelligence reports. This is what they're talking about. This is what they're planning. They want to do an attack in, the South or whatever.
Bitch, block this weak ass motherfucker.
When I was training as a case officer, one of my instructors said to me that he'd gone through his entire 30-plus year career in operations and he never, ever has
I don't give a fuck, I still killed them, bitch. Y'all should jump me from the start.
kind of a magical wizard of recruitment. And he laughed and he said, no. When you eventually said, listen, I'm not really, the economic officer here. I'm really a CIA officer. When you drop that cover, you have to be certain that they're not going to run screaming from the room, calling for the police, reporting you to their ambassador. You're going to get arrested, you're going to get expelled, your career's going to come to a halt. You have to be 100% sure. That's where you take them to lunch, you take them to dinner, you spend together, you take trips, your wives become friends, kids are friends together, to the point where you have figured out by now whether he has a vulnerability. And a vulnerability can mean a lot.
You lost Zone C.
Maybe he just really, really loves his kids. That can be a vulnerability, because then that allows me to say, I see how much you love.
Bitch.
You captured Zone C.
Damn, where the fuck he come from?
Another vulnerability would be, maybe the guy's wife.
I ain't gonna lie, this game be pissing me off sometimes, bro.
Best cancer treatment on the planet. Maybe the guy's a drinker or a gambler, even better. He's always short of money because he's maybe embezzling a little bit from the embassy. 95% of recruitments are made for the money. Sometimes it's ideology, sometimes it's desire for excitement. They love James Bond, they want to be a part of it. And sometimes it's for revenge. They hate their boss, they hate their country, they hate their leader. They've got to develop that target to the point where he comes to believe that he's that friend.
You lost
to the
Zone
point
A.
where you know in your heart he's willing to commit espionage. The resources that
Come on, man, I fucking bumped that bitch.
in the stage of the information has to be incredible, let's say, but you have access.
Come on. Goddamn revive me.
The leader of Al-Qaeda, and we're able to break down the door and grab the guys. There's a reward for you of
Your team rallied.
$25 million that we will pay in cash, in gold, in diamonds, in land, any way you want to receive it. But the budget is going to be there. I did recruitment one time. I heard from a source a group of members of a terrorist cell.
You captured Zone A.
So when none of that nigga hits blockable.
10 o'clock, they'd go for coffee. Which is a terrible...
Every time I go up against his ass, the nigga kill me. Yeah, goddamn time.
Right? Never.
So now I gotta get on his ass. Cause I need that.
9:30 in the morning. So
You lost Zone A.
they came in, 4 or 5 of them. And one
Your
of them
team
turned and
is
looked.
breaking.
I did that for a week. I started the second week. Every day, 9:30, my Arabic newspaper.
Your team
Someone
rallied.
nodded back. So I nodded back to him. And then one day, he came in by himself. And he sits down, and we start talking. And I asked him, how's his family? Oh, he said, my wife.
Thank you. Bitch ass nigga. Now it's time for you to eat this motherfucking sword. Motherfucker.
You captured Zone A.
Bitch ass nigga. Give me that head. Put that motherfucker on my wall.
I said to him, if that's...
Your team is breaking.
You just want to go home? I said, well, I can take care of that.
What the fuck type move is that? I clearly blocked that bitch ass nigga shit.
You captured Zone C.
Come on, bro. We gotta see that weak ass shit.
Why did you let me recruit? And he said, I've been here for 5 years, and you were the first person ever asked me about my family.
I be beating people. I be barely doing damage. They hit me like 4 or 5 times. I'm dead. Over with. Bitch ass nigga. Remember me? Block his shit. What the fuck is he doing? Grab his ass. Hit him in the face. Damn. I don't give a fuck. I beat your homie though. That's all y'all good for is jumping me. Weak ass motherfuckers.
Then he
Come on, take A so we can respawn.
How was your month? How are things?
You better not die. You the last nigga. Ah.
What do you know about it? Do we need to be worried about it? Is he going to be in charge of the weapons cache?
My teammates just fucking suck.
2 or 3 hours.
I ain't gonna lie, they kind of decent.
A meeting once that lasted 8 hours. It could be at a safe house. It could be walking down the beach. Anywhere where you're going to be safe, and that will be private. There was one source I recruited. It was too dangerous to meet him in the countries that I recruited him in. So we would fly to Europe, and we would meet in Europe once a month. And we would meet like 8 hours a day for 3 days. And then I would take a train to a different country, so it didn't look like we were both flying back from the same city at the same time, and it didn't arouse any suspicion. Yeah, some meetings by necessity are conducted in cars. And so sometimes you're going to have to do what's called a CPU.
Yo, what's the word? Should I tell everybody that's in the chat? Yeah, do me a favor, hit that like button on the stream.
Where as few people as possible are going to see. Maybe you're doing it in a semi-residential area, where he's standing on a corner, you come down an alley instead of a main street, he jumps in the car, and you take off. Let's say the meeting is at 2 o'clock. You want to be there between 1:58 and 2:02. And if you're there at 1:58 and he's not there, you do one more run. And if he's not there by 2:02, you abort the meeting and you try it again 24 hours later, or 72 hours later, or whatever your agreed to be. You don't want somebody to say, I wonder why that car keeps driving in a loop, you know? And then they write down the rest of the plate number. You don't want to come to anybody's attention.
TikTok has over 50 preset safety and privacy settings to protect teens, such as a parent instead of family pairing to help shape my teen's experience on the app. Because when safety comes first, discovery can follow.
Double agents are indeed real. Double agents are a very, very big problem on both sides of the double. I was well into my career, and I had a great friend who was a station chief. He called me one day. I was at headquarters, and he called me from overseas. And he said, hey, I was hoping you could do me a favor. One of my guys has recruited a double agent. The double doesn't know that we know he's a double. The enemy country has instructed the double to demand to only speak with the station chief. And he said, I live here. It's dangerous for me to meet this guy. Can you fly out here and pretend to be me and handle the double agent? I said, of course. So I fly out, and I meet this guy. I needed something else. And I give him a big bear hug at first, which is unusually warm in the Middle East, but I needed to pat him down for weather. And he didn't have any weapons. And so I made a big deal of taking off my jacket to show him that I didn't have any weapons. I sat down, we ordered some food service, we said, you have to go on your dollar bill. And the chief, I was with him once a month. And this went on for about 6 months. We were getting, you know, the take on everything that he was reporting back and what the enemy country was telling him to do. Finally, I'm at headquarters one day. I get a call from a sister agency. And the woman says, are you handling this double case? And I said, yeah. And I said, he's been instructed to kill you. I said, don't know.
You captured Zone A.
I know. A carry. He's not going to pull it down. If you're going to work with him, how about this? You're the call me when you come to the lobby of the hotel.
Man, that lame ass shit, I would have beaten his ass, bro. I misclicked like 2 times and fucked up the combo. I need to stop doing that. And once I learn that bitch, it's gonna be over with for them, because they ain't even gonna have a chance to attack back.
So, fly back out.
You lost Zone A.
4 armed security guys in the lobby. And it turns out the bad guys have 4 armed security people in the lobby. And they're all kind of looking at each other sideways, like, who are these guys?
What's that bulge on that guy's waist? That kind of thing. And they're all just kind of standing around staring at each other. So, he called me.
Don't tell me all of us die right
I
here.
said, come up to the room, whatever it is.
You captured Zone A.
To room 615, prop the door open. He comes in. I tackle him. He's trying to get me down out of his waistband. I have his arm in hand. My colleague burst in from the side, and I'm just sitting here. I have him pinned down on the floor.
You captured Zone C.
And he's just like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
You lost Zone A.
And so, my liaison partner thought of General, and we knocked him out. We put him on a gurney and covered him up like he was dead. And we put him in the service elevator, took him down, put him in an ambulance, and we took him to Intelligence Service Headquarters. He woke up 2 hours later, tied to a chair. I said, we can do it the easy way, we can do it the hard way. It's totally up to you. We know who you are. He was the leader of that country's Hezbollah wing. I said, we want all the weapons. All of them. We know you're going to keep it away. He's like, so I said to liaison, we should just break into his house. I mean, there's a good chance Molly wasn't in his house. And they said, we can't, he's got a living maid, and she doesn't know anything, and she never ever leaves.
Zone A.
And I said, okay, well, let's just declare
I do need to
the neighborhood. And we'll evacuate
heal up a little bit. Let's go.
Go and bring a lock and fixing and just pick the lock. They said, no, we can't do that. We don't have gas lines in this country. We use propane. Bring a propane truck. We'll leak the propane. Then we'll just declare the emergency. The fire department comes. They evacuate all of the house. We break into the house and we find a safe. Like a double-sized gun safe. One biggest gun safe ever. The weapon.
You lost Zone A.
Bitch, don't grab me, hoe ass nigga. What's wrong with you? Oh, you so fucking lucky. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get your ass an honorable execution next. Motherfucking grab me, yo big ass motherfucker.
Get out where it tells you to get out. And we found this bunker full of
Ain't gonna lie, he just like that shit. Fuck. Goddamn grab me.
landmines, hand grenades, rocket propelled grenades.
They be getting done so fucking dirty on here. It's crazy. Oh, that's still the same person too. It sound like. It is. Come here. What I tell you? Did I like chat? Did I say that? I get his ass honorable execution next.
LinkedIn cannot stop you from outgrowing your content. Job, everybody. But we can help you sell, market, and hire so you can grow your small business.
Ain't no 101s.
Something that literally every CIA officer must be trained in. This is what's going to keep you from being assassinated or arrested. And so you leave what's called your kickoff point. It could be home, the office, wherever you have to be. You'll do one that's maybe 2 hours, and you're not very hospitable. You're in DRTV 8 hours. You're changing into pre-position cars, taking the subway, then you're walking, then you get into the car, maybe take an Uber for a little bit of it.
I ain't even try to do that at the end, but I guess.
The kickoff phase, you just go.
I'm trying to kick his ass out the motherfucking the ledge right there, but that shit ain't work.
It's called the stair step. Make a right.
Remember me? You coming back for some more, big boy?
Your next stop, which is maybe, you know,
Keep trying to fucking grab me, you weak bitch. Wait a second.
Being followed, you abort the meeting and you drive. And you do the whole thing again 24 hours later. If you are sure you're being followed,
Wait a minute! Wait! Stop it! Fuck. I almost got his ass too. Fuck him up. He a few hits from death. You got it, teammate. You got it to thought come back. Hold down the fort. Okay, they go back up. Oh, good thing I won in a fight when it happened. That would have been. Ain't gonna lie, I would have been annoyed.
Zone C.
How many at A? I think one.
Enemy team is breaking.
Let's go find out.
The enemy rally.
Who is it? A? Nobody.
Enemy team.
Oh, they in the middle now.
Very, very careful not to establish patterns, and I almost got myself burned twice. So there was one point where I was trying once in my
Fuck off me, bitch.
The enemy rally.
She was very proud of the village that was high up in the mountains. And there was a hunting lodge up there. And he said, hunting lodge. I remember it so long from my childhood.
Tired of these weak ass motherfucking NPCs, bitch. Fuck off me.
Enemy team is breaking.
I'm gonna go back to A so I can heal up though for sure. Cause they ain't finna catch me like how many times I died?
So I ordered the drink. And the way
3.
The next month, I flew up to see him, and he said, let's go to
No.
They have venison from here, it's really amazing. So we definitely love it. And I ordered
I can't fight this nigga in this corner.
and the waitress says, I remember you. And I said, no, I don't think so. I've never been here before. She said, yes, you have. You're the only person who's ever ordered that drink. And I've been here for 10 years. I said, oh, that's right. I was before. Like,
You captured Zone C.
now, she was just a waitress. But what if she had been an intelligence officer posing as a waitress? Or what if she was a police informant who's going to now wrap around to the local cop this guy? And so afterwards I said, I am so sorry. I blew it. We can never, ever go back there again. And we never did.
That's how we do that right there, chat. That's how you do that right there.
I was chief of CIA in Pakistan, and there was a flood of Al-Qaeda fighters across the border in Pakistan. So I went out and I came up with this idea that instead of trying to catch them in these forbidding mountains, we'll catch 5, 10, 20 at a time in the daytime. So that's the practice that we adopted. And then after I had been in Pakistan about 6 weeks, we got word that Abu Zubaydah was somewhere in Pakistan. We thought at the time, wrongly, that Abu Zubaydah was the number 3 in Al-Qaeda. If you wanted to be smuggled into Afghanistan to make jihad, he would smuggle you in. And finally, I asked headquarters to send a friend of mine out. He was a targeting analyst, somebody who pours through millions of bits of data to try to isolate the location of one person. And I said, buddy, we're on the trail of Abu Zubaydah. And I said, but he's right ahead of us. We just can't catch him. Like sometimes we break down a door and there's a cigarette that's still lit. So I said, you gotta pin this down for me. We just can't find it. Finally he came to me and he said, I can't get it down to any fewer than 14 sites. I said, 14 sites? We've never done more than 2 raids in a single night before. This doesn't really help. So I cabled headquarters and I said, we're gonna need a big team. I asked for 36 people. I asked for a pallet of weapons and ammunition and cash and night vision goggles and more battering rams and you name it. And then the next day, a colleague of mine and 2 Pakistani officers started going from site to site to look at all 14 sites. We wanted to make sure we weren't driving into an ambush. Do they know we're coming tonight? Most of these places were little hovels, little one-room shacks made of concrete block or corrugated tin. It was miserable. We come out of the back end of the University of Faisalabad and there's this enormous yellow house, which corresponds with Site 12. And my Pakistani counterpart said, I can tell you right now, something bad is happening in there. He said, it's 100 degrees right now, and all their shutters are closed. They have to be broiling in there. But they want people to think there's nobody home. We caught dozens and dozens of people crammed into that house. We're going to the last site, and the analyst calls me, and he says, Abu Zubaydah just made a terrible mistake. He accessed his emails from a landline.
I said, oh my God, and the landline is associated with an address. And he says, and it's Site 13. I still have chills thinking about it. And I said, we got him. So we drive to Site 13, but it's an empty field. I said, how can this be? We're sure that he's here. But there's no house here. It's just an empty field. And the Pakistani major laughs and he says, now, this happens all the time. He calls a young technical officer, climbs the pole, goes through this head of wires, finds the wire, follows it down the pole, down the alley, and he says, it's the house right there. We all gathered. It was like 60, 70 of us. Pakistanis, FBI, CIA, we all gathered at the safe house. I stood on the coffee table and I said, okay, so rule number 1, we have to take him alive. And exactly as the clock strikes 2, break down the door, separate the women and children from the men, and take all the men to the Faisalabad jail. And so at 2 a.m., I was on the roof of the safe house with my buddy. And I looked at my watch and I said, 0200, here we go. And then we hear gunshots. And I said, that's not good. We jump into our car, we speed over to Site 13, and there are 3 people laying in the street. One is obviously dead. One looks like he's dead or he's going to be dead pretty soon. And the other one is screaming bloody murder. So I said, what happened? And this Pakistani policeman says, we got him, we got your man. And he points at the guy who's like almost dead. I didn't have time to scream at this guy that the order was to take him alive. What happened was, Abu Zubaydah, a Syrian bomber, and Abu Zubaydah's bodyguard climbed to the roof of the safe house and were jumping to the roof of the neighboring house to try to escape. And this Pakistani policeman was just picking them off as they were jumping. And he shot Abu Zubaydah 3 times in the thigh, the groin, and the stomach. So I said, this doesn't look anything like our target. We had a 6-year-old passport photo. So I called the analyst. I said, listen, I don't know if it's him. He said, give me a shot of his eye. I'll run a retinal scan. So I lifted up his eye, and it was rolled back in his head. All you could see was white. He's bleeding to death. All I get are the whites of his eyes. He said, give me his ear. Take a picture of his ear. I didn't know that no 2 people on Earth have the same ears until that night. They're like fingerprints. So I take a picture of the ear. Headquarters says, it's him. So we pick him up, throw him in the back of his pickup truck, speed to Faisalabad Hospital. So they rush him into surgery. But word got around the Al-Qaeda community that we had gotten. And so they started driving by the hospital and just opening fire on the hospital. We kept diving down. I said to the Pakistani major that I was with, if they realize how lightly armed we are, we're dead. I said, can you get a helicopter in here? 20 minutes later, a helicopter lands in the parking lot. I walk into the operating room with like this, with my shirt up over my nose. I said, Doc, wrap it up. We have to go. We put him on the helicopter. Like 4 of us got onto the helicopter, and we flew to a Pakistani military base about 50 miles away. And the doctor there said he had never seen a patient with wounds so severe who lived. But he lived. And sure enough, it took a little while, but Abu Zubaydah started to open up, and the information that he gave was actionable. The way we prepared for raids in Pakistan was actually quite simple. I went online with my CIA credit card and I bought everything I needed. I bought battering rams and bulletproof vests, weapons and ammunition and walkie-talkies, and you name it. We didn't have gear that I think most people would consider to be sophisticated. We all had 9mm. Just 9mm because they're so reliable. We all had bulletproof vests. A couple of the guys had helmets. Not many. Lots and lots and lots of ammunition. And that was pretty much it. We got a tip with an address. We had 2 CIA officers, 2 FBI agents, and 2 Pakistani officials. And we went at 2 o'clock in the morning, counted 1, 2, 3. Boom, with the battering ram, bust the door down, throw in a flashbang grenade, scare everybody and make them disoriented. We grabbed these two kids, 18, 19 years old. They both burst into tears. And so we got a tip later in the week from a friendly Arab intelligence officer. So we did again, and we caught some serious people the second time. A relatively senior member of Egyptian Islamic Jihad and some Al-Qaeda, mid-level Al-Qaeda fighters. We did this Syria because, like, literally everybody in Pakistan is sound asleep in Syria. It's like they just closed the country. There's no traffic, there's nobody out there, everybody's asleep, and so we figured that was our best chance of not getting caught. I did dozens of interrogations when I was in Pakistan, and I was always a good cop. It was always easier for me and more natural. And the Pakistanis, because it was their country and their rules are different than ours, they could be the bad cop. So the very first interrogation I did was of a Jordanian student. They brought him in, and we chained him to an eye bolt in the table, and I said, I'm from the American government, and I want to ask you some questions. And he says, very well. Then I laid out a map of the Afghan-Pakistan border, and I told him with his finger to show me exactly how he crossed the border. We knew how they were crossing the border. We called them rat lines. We knew where the rat lines were. But he told me the truth. And I thought, you know what, this actually works. And so, brought in the next prisoner. Now, there were some that had read the Al-Qaeda training manual, not knowing that I had also read it. And so they're like, you know, they pretend to pass out and they just fall off the chair. And you're just sitting there, and then like they're laying on the ground, they open one eye, and you're like, get back on the chair, what's the matter with you? And then they get up and sit on the chair. Then they go, oh, stomach pain, and you're like, buddy, I read the Al-Qaeda training manual. I know all the different things you're going to try to do. And then they just won't answer any questions. So we send them back to the jail. The ones that were cooperative, for the most part, ended up being released. Some were held for a while in Pakistan, then they were expelled, sent back to their home country. But the ones who were uncooperative from Pakistan went to Guantanamo. My conversations with Abu Zubaydah were generally non-substantive. After 56 hours, the CIA sent in a private jet with a trauma surgeon from Johns Hopkins University Medical Center. He flew out to the base, and picked up Abu Zubaydah, and they took him to the first of about half a dozen secret sites. And they took him all over the world just to make sure that the flight could be traced. So he arrived at the secret site and was given 6 weeks to recover from his gunshot wound. And so after 6 weeks, he was well enough to be interrogated. So an FBI agent by the name of Ali Soufan began interrogating him in that FBI way, where you treat people with respect and establish this rapport. Maybe you offer him a cigarette or an orange or a cup of tea, or if he's really, really helpful, you let him write a letter to his parents or whatever.
You captured Zone C.
Weeks, months, whatever. But they always open up. And sure enough, it took a little while, a number of weeks, but Abu Zubaydah started to open up. And everything that he gave out was true. And it was actionable. For example, we didn't have any idea what the Al-Qaeda wire diagram looked like. It sounds nuts now. But when we knew that after 9/11, we didn't know what the Al-Qaeda was. The other people told us one. So Abu Zubaydah told us about the conversation. We had never heard of it. And we were able to focus all our conversations just to find conversation. And we found it. It took us a 9/11 is still an open, fresh criminal investigation. And so, you know, the FBI needed to be interrogating these prisoners. And the CIA resented that we were overseas and the FBI was in charge of the interrogation. Because the traditional relationship is that the CIA is always in charge overseas. The CIA is and so the CIA was not willing to be patient. With Alpha Zeta, they took me to the first of about half of those secret sites where the other one, merciless torture. We have nothing to show for it. Torture is the worst possible experience. It does not work. Eventually, the person's going to tell you what they want, you know, or what you want. There's so much garbage thrown into that. It's going to take your analysts months to force the information to see what's real, what's not real. And by then, you know, the bomb has already gone off, or the operation has already taken place, and you know, you've just cost more American lives. Torture is not appropriate under any
enemy team is breaking.
I died in Pakistan, and we sent him off to be tortured. And I start getting these hair on fire cables from the secret site saying, "This is the threat. It's web. It's the big Al Qaeda safe house. You have to go raid it." And we bust down the door in the middle of the night. And it's just some old lady living in the house. Then we get another hair on fire cable saying, "There's a weapons cache, and it's buried next to this building, shower, energy ground." And we go.
Fight back, bitch.
And we've got, you know, metal detectors and ground penetration. It's not very there at all. The Senate Select Committee on Intelligence majority staff decided to do a complete and comprehensive study on the CIA's torture and policy interrogation techniques. They ended up writing 5,000 reports that is so damning and so highly classified that all that was released was a very heavy of the 500-page executive summary of the report. And so
Why do this big ass nigga keep killing me in like fucking 2-3 hits, bro? That shit don't make sense. Everybody else, I got a regular fight with them. I go against this nigga, I died like 4 hits.
I was asked by a CPC colleague
Victory!
who were certified in enhanced interrogation. I had never heard that term. He said, "It's not a torture program. They have said it and the president signed it." I said, "This is a torture program, and I don't want anything to do with it." I was the only one who said no. That conversation about torture bothered me very deeply. And then I got passed over for promotion. I just captured Abu Zubaydah with these 2 hands. And we still thought at the time he was the number 3. And I got passed over for promotion. I went into my boss's office, I was screaming. And he said, "In your promotion panel, the director said that you displayed a shocking lack of commitment to counterterrorism." I said, "Because I won't torture people." Well, I was also coming to deputy director of the CIA. And he came up to me one day and he said, he was like this, "Your name wasn't on the list." I said, "You believe it?" He promoted me to constructive attack, which was incredibly generous. And then I went on to my next assignment. After that, resigned from the CIA a year later, went into the private sector, and I thought, you know, the torture program is so wrong and so illegal. Somebody's going to say something to the media. Nobody did. And then in December of 2007, ABC.
Take a run with that.
That's my job. Nature Made. The #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
He seen it called. I did a book in the journal. We had a source who said that I had tortured Abu Zubaydah. I said, absolutely untrue. I was the only person who was kind to Abu Zubaydah. I'll give you your interview. And so we met up at in Washington, because the CIA was torture. And torture was the official policy of the instruction, not result for will. And I said, the policy was never going to take place. I am very sorry to tell you that I was made a silver one time today. This is a man who has been an American country now for almost 24 years. He's never been accused of a crime. Let alone
Road for a minute, but we're good. Got it back. We're continuing. Stand by for a pit. They might be bailing. Passenger just came out at a high rate of speed. Once we road for a minute, but we're good. Got it back. We're continuing. Stand by for a pit. They might be bailing. Passenger just came out at a high rate of speed. Once we road for a minute, but we're good. Got it back. We're continuing. Stand by for a pit. They might be bailing. Passenger just came out at a high rate of speed. Once we road for a minute, but we're good. Got it back. We're continuing.
He had never joined Al-Qaeda.
You lost,
and
Zone
even if
A.
he had founded the House of Martyrs safe house and the Kandahar and Helmand training camp, he stated many times that he should be released. The CIA reported to the FBI for revealing classified information. They investigated me for 3 more years. I had no idea if my emails were accepted. Teams of FBI agents were...
Oh, that was so goddamn close.
And then I was arrested in...
I bet it's gonna be somebody up here.
2012.
I know. Safe.
5 felonies.
For now.
3 counts of espionage. So I was
You
facing
captured
45
Zone
years
A.
in prison. The government offered me 30 months, of which I would do 23. And the whole thing would go away. My lawyer told me that this could be a blip in my
You
life.
captured Zone C.
A defining event in my life. Make it the blip. My wife and I stayed up all night long. And I said, by God, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not going to take it. The lawyers were so mad they came to my house 7 o'clock in the morning. And he said, you know what your problem is? Your problem is this is about justice. And it's not about justice. It's about mitigating damage. Take
You
the
lost
deal.
Zone C.
And I said, if I don't take the deal, and I'm convicted, what am I realistically looking at? And he said, 12 to 18 years. Take the deal. And so I took the deal. The sad irony...
You lost Zone A.
I call it the 6th irony of this whole story is that I'm the only person who has any connection whatsoever with the CIA torture program.
Come on, man. Slice that bitch ass nigga. The fuck is you doing?
The people who came up with the torture are free and rich, I might add.
Bruh. I already died from swinging off this nigga. It's crazy.
You captured Zone A.
I need to get my goddamn gear up. That's what I'm finna go work on next. Only got 2 things that's high level. Everything else is still basic. They finna jump my ass next. It's 2 big niggas too. Come here.
You lost Zone A.
Ah, he ran that way. Come here.
So I decided to make a very unusual switch to counterterrorism operations. Counterterrorism ops position open.
I goddamn dodge this bitch ass nigga shit.
Either Greek or Arabic. It turned out that I was the only person in the entire CIA who spoke.
Oh, now y'all wanna fucking let me dodge this shit.
They decided that it was a lot cheaper and a lot easier.
What? I sliced his ass and he still killed me, bro. This game bullshitting me right now.
Started with the basic training on how to recruit spies to steal secrets.
That little bitty ass slice ain't do shit to his ass at all.
CIA's famed training center. The first thing I did was a class that we called Crash and Bang. It was literally crashing cars through roadblocks.
Bro, why is this nigga so close to spawn, bro? Like, what do y'all got going on?
Shooting at your car with, paint pellets and you rolling out of the passenger door and opening fire on a robot that's firing at
Damn.
the van. The bad part was learning how to use weapons. Go out.
No! Oh, he killed me. Look at me.
The Remington pump action.
If jumping a homie though, it's crazy.
And then you go into these other courses, things like defensive driving, counter-terrorism driving, surveillance detection, And then I went on to my second. I was halfway through my tour when I had received a cable inviting me to apply for acceptance to a new training course called Advanced Counterterrorism Operations. And I jumped at it. So I flew back to the States, took 6 weeks, and it was like in-depth,
You captured Zone A.
high-danger counterterrorism operations. Then we started doing things like beacons, for example, or listening devices, or covert video, or, we were just starting with this notion of drones.
You captured Zone C.
The driving portion was more about crashing
You lost
through
Zone
roadblocks,
A.
crashing through cars. I got injured in that training. I mean, this is serious. If you're in some island,
You captured Zone A.
and the Al-Qaeda people down there are trying to stop you, and they've got 2 cars blocking the road, and you've got to crash through. You have to know which part of the car to crash through. For example, if they're just like this, right? The engine's too heavy.
You
You're
lost
gonna kill yourself
Zone C.
crashing into the engine. You start through the trunk, it pushes the car out of the way, or it will drive off. You learn little things. Like the very first thing I do when I get in my car, I still do this day, is I lock the door.
Your team is breaking.
I lock the door. Training, they have you blindfolded, and then they lift the blindfold off, and you have 3 seconds
Your
to
team
respond to
rallied.
whatever it is you see in front of you. It might be a roadblock, it might be a guy standing with an AK-47 in front of you, or it might be a guy opening your door very quietly to put a 9mm in your head. And say, bang, you're dead. Fail. Over and over again. So you learn all these different techniques. They send us out to Utah, and then Nevada.
You captured Zone A.
Or sand dunes, and how not to get stuck. Then we were on a track, 60 miles an hour backwards and spinning around. We learned how to do 50 meters. There's a lot of hands-on stuff. You're pretty banged up. Everybody had whiplash. And I had to...
Now where the fuck everybody at in the chat? Y'all want to be in the chat when I get my ass kicked when I'm out here beating shit though? Y'all don't want to be nowhere to be found. Where the fuck y'all at that, huh?
have better prepared me for 9/11.
You lost Zone A.
Oh, you dirty bitch. Get the fuck off me. Man, that's the only way y'all can beat me is by jumping me, you weak bitches. Y'all fucking suck.
So I had to lost Zone C of my BMW 540.
I fucking hate this game because they ain't got proximity chat on here so I can talk my shit to they weak ass.
To my right, and he was trying very hard to stay in my blind spot. See, when I slow down, he slows down. When I
Your
speed up,
team
he speeds
is
up.
breaking.
I'm a little nervous, so I unzipped my fanny pack so that my gun would be kind of dead. And I slowed down, he slowed down. I decided to slam on the brakes and try to hit the guy. But he was
You
good.
captured
So
Zone C.
I hit the brakes, I swerved to the right, he swerved to the right, I just speed up, I swerved to hit him a couple of times again, and I couldn't hit him. But then I didn't do that, it was trapped. So we come to this intersection. It's a major intersection, 12 lanes, you can imagine. And it's just jammed full of traffic. So,
Your team rallied.
I pull out my gun. I'm starting to panic inside myself. You're not thinking,
Come on, bro, what the fuck?
crash the cars out of the way, that's what you're trained to do. But
Your team is
I'm prepared
breaking.
to get out and shoot the guy. He gets off the motorcycle, he reaches...
This nigga don't even have shit and they just let him do that to me, bro.
38, it was a smallish guy, maybe in 22, but it looked like a 38. I saw a path to escape, and so I gunned it. I crashed the motorcycle just goes flying, and I take off up the hill. So I got to the cops, and they found the motorcycle. They turned out the license plate had been stolen. And the question is, was this an attempted terrorist attack?
Road for a minute, but we're good. Got it back.
You can't make this up. They keep blowing us in. never getting out of here. Ever. You can't make this up. They keep allowing us in. We're never getting out of here. Ever. You can't make this up. They keep allowing us in.
Damn. Hello, what the fuck they got going on?
Should have got some banana pudding at the end, Byron. Not the rock.
Friends, we're not doing that. Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Alright, try.
I know where you bought that from. Someone illegal. Leave.
What y'all rated? 1 out of 10?
Where'd you get it from?
My mama.
No.
Yeah. What you think? You think I'm selling drugs?
I don't think that's drugs. It's cake.
Should have got some banana pudding at the end, Byron. Not the rock.
Friends, we're not doing that. Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Alright, try.
We should be out there trying to hunt down the people who have taken an oath to kill
You lost
Americans.
Zone A.
So I'm worried that it's too easy now to describe people as terrorists.
I share dad advice with millions on TikTok, but I'm also a dad. So from one parent to another, here's something I learned. When your teen joins TikTok, they're protected with over 50% safety and privacy settings. Accounts all start private, and for those under 16, there are no direct messages. And only friends can comment on their videos. Because when safety comes first, discovery can follow. Hey, even dads need dad advice sometimes.
I disagree with President Trump's decision to declare the narco groups in Mexico and elsewhere in Latin America as terrorist groups. At first, I thought that he did that solely for legalistic reasons, because it would serve to free up budgets, and it would also authorize NSA to begin wiretaps or interceptions of the cartel communication, which is awesome. great. But declaring them terrorist groups, other than allowing the Pentagon to drone their boats, which may or may not be their boats, I think it's misguided. I'm more of a civilian respect. Yeah. If these people are so and have committed such terrible crimes against the United States, charge them with crimes.
You captured Zone C.
Not like somebody's face, so you fly around the world and kill them. We're a nation of laws, and we should abide by those laws. So Anwar al-Awlaki, for example, the spokesman for Al-Qaeda, guy's an American citizen, born and raised in New Mexico, self-radicalized, joins Al-Qaeda as a spokesman. He grew him up in the drone. He's never been charged with any crime. If he was as bad as you say he was the CIA, then have the Justice Department file a charge against him. But you can't just go around the world murdering people whose politics you don't like and still profess to be this beacon of, respect for human rights. I like to consider myself a realist. If I had my way about it, I would tear the CIA down to the bare studs and maybe rebuild it, but as but I know that's not going to happen. And so it's up to the rest of us, our elected officials, to make sure that the CIA remains law-abiding or become law-abiding. Besides that, I often encourage young people to apply to the CIA. We can actually affect change from the inside. And I know that's how
you lost Zone A.
That's how it's going to be. It's going to come from the inside.
You lost Zone C.
If people want to find more of your work, where can they find you?
My first 7 books were about the CIA. I have several podcasts. I have one called John Kiriaku's Dead Drop. I have one called Deep Focus with John Kiriaku. That's on YouTube. And then I'm starting a nationwide speaking tour. I had a successful speaking tour around England, Scotland, Wales. So we're going to do it here in the States.
Hi, I'm the producer and authorised account. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe and comment with more topics that you'd like us to cover in this series.
You captured Zone C.
Places cannot stop you from outgrowing your conference.
I'd like to be in there.
But we can help you sell, market, and hire so you can grow your small business.
You captured Zone A. You lost Zone C.
A little bit of my retirement.
He sent you on back. Oh yeah, learn what I do. He sent you on back. I was going to play them on down.
It's not something I like to talk about in public a lot. You know,
we got exclusive. We got exclusive.
When he came in the league, I still felt like the big brother. I still felt like, I got the upper hand. And then he started becoming who he is, and the pendulum shifted. And so, my last 2 years with the Lakers, my second game with the Lakers, I bumped knees in Dame's first game with Dame and broke my tibia joint on the inside. Weight bearing.
You lost Zone A.
When the nerve goes, I already had nerve stuff, and I was never the same. I spent 2 years working out twice a day just to try to overcome it. So I come back from my 18th training camp, and I'm like, I've been going so hard.
You captured Zone C.
I had a pretty good first preseason game. I came out like we drove from San Diego, backstabbed the next morning. I was just like, and then I don't know, I was doing all right. And I was like, no.
You captured Zone A.
But my nerves were messed up. I couldn't recover. And I was like, well, I gotta find out. So I had a week since I last played, and I was like,
you lost Zone A.
I gotta find out. Like, I have to play hurt. Can I play hurt? Or else, what's the point, right? And so we went to play these guys preseason, like Ontario, California, or somewhere. I don't even remember that. And
you lost Zone C. You captured Zone A.
Maybe it's 45, but it felt like a 50 piece. Right? I'm like back is grown, everything's
jacked. I couldn't afford to stop. I could have stopped him if I was 100%. And I'm like dragging around Stevie Kerr's putting me in every action. I'm looking over at Steve like, are you kidding me? I think that we know. We know. I've been in the Alpha Gentry over there laughing at me. Like, oh, what you got? I'm like, literally like 3 more, 4 more days of taking out. I was like, it's time.
You lost zone A.
I called man. My hero.
Oh man, that's so good. Next thing I know, he's practice with pieces picking around.
My health is literally just full, bro.
You captured zone C.
First official golf podcast.
Yeah, they heard mind the game. They thought the game was basketball and they was basketball.
I was watching the Bryson DeChambeau.
Enemy team is breaking.
I mean, I knew you were good. I was losing my mind. I only watched half. Matched it.
The enemy rally.
I mean, that's being kind.
Enemy team is breaking.
I lost my mind too. There's like a little small gallery behind that was following us. And so I knew the whole concept of Bryson before the ride.
The enemy rally.
And that's the best, I think the best golf I played.
Enemy team is breaking.
I don't know what hole it was. It was like, I'm gonna give it a little goal.
You captured zone C.
Bryson, obviously, this is what he does.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga.
Oh, I can tell in his voice.
When they got up to the ball, he was like, I think that's your ball. He was like, oh, man, I was broken. Like, it was crazy. I think one of the good parts, too, I was learning, too, and you was, I think Bryson asked you a question like, who's your inspiration? Like, you know, how big, like that. We all, oh, yeah. You know, you mentioned Steve, and you mentioned Reggie, you know, and obviously Reggie makes so much sense, and it's terrifying to competitors like myself and all the competition over the years. How did that, what made you kind of watch those guys from the beginning? You know, it's funny that I'm difficult. No, that's good. I mean, we all got history in the game. I'm playing against each other all year, but
you captured zone A.
Preseason game outside.
Victory.
In Palm Springs. So,
Indian Wells, Tennessee.
Indian Wells. It was my first time like actually seeing him on the court and to the point of I still do some of your when you're in the starting line or the national anthem line. I guess you do like the little leg stuff. I was watching everything you did from across the court, but growing up, like I knew I was a pass first, like a fun guy. Like my dad was actually showing me. I'm calling Bill Curry right now. He said they had to show me to shoot more when I was not this house again. But I was like just love the creativity and like I felt like that same was faster where as a point guard being able to handle being in the street, getting the ball where you needed to, you saw angles that didn't even make sense. You change the speed. You can control the tempo.
Megan 2.0 Rotten Tomatoes score over under 75.
75 ain't no way, definitely under.
Okay, wait, let's do the coffee test. Okay, how much money do you want to put on it?
Let's do 500.
Okay, 500 under 75. If you're right, that's $1,102 profit.
Yeah, put that one in for me.
Just do it yourself. It's a call sheet on the App Store.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it right now.
My game.
We're here in Nashville. We're gonna
make it to the league, but that was your style was like exact. I tried all the behind the back passes, this days, one-handed, left-handed, like all that type of stuff. Just seeing the floor a little different. We felt like he was kind of the model for that. What about your pops too? I mean, obviously the inspiration as you saw every day, but like as your pops being a pro itself, and he like you took from every game, like the quick release. Every video you see it.
Post Malone's land right in front of the bar. Check it out. This has literally never happened. I cannot buy any land here. It is all taken. Post Malone, I hope you own it, because somebody does. And that somebody is earning real money from Post Malone's land in Atlas Earth. The game
has to go in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta feel comfortable with what you're doing. You guys ever talk about it? Like, police? Yeah, we talked about that a lot. When I was in high school, changing my form, I used to do like the little slingshot situation, and to the point of seeing, when I watched myself on camera, like that thing looked like it took forever to get up there. But I could see the point I went in, because I got the bar straight up, like, you know, probably not gonna let that get swatted to the 8th row. You was able to back up there? No, my dad called it out as I was making that transition. I wasn't with it at first. Like I was, because I knew he didn't have to break down all the fundamentals of everything that I felt comfortable with to then master like a new form. Felt like it's too much. Yeah. Like, so I don't want to do extra credit on the whole. I already know the formula. Like, you gotta recreate it, and obviously it works.
But I feel like someone walking Russian, shotgun, shot home, successful, watching that shit. Like, I think I am a bit of a classic shot. I get it's like Clay. Yeah. What I think you brought to the game, now I'd love for you to tell me everything, is
You lost Zone A.
So, like, you talked about this shot as a kid, and now it's the same shot.
You captured Zone C.
Stop it. If you do, it's like the split second.
Only probably on like standard catch and shit. Where, so I always tell people, like, I would teach plays form to anybody who said, hey, how do I shoot a basketball? I would ask for it, or flip the card, and that's pretty. And I didn't ever know that. But to your point, it held me off the dribble because it's kind of some call unorthodox, but it is a one-piece shot that. No matter if you're really all the way on balance or just off, or you got it on the right hand.
Wow, you gonna fucking spam, bro?
I kinda can get it here quick enough.
See, this is what happens when niggas begin their ass beat. That's the only way they can fucking kill me. Either jump me or it's fucking spam the same move, bro. Don't worry about it now. I'm gonna give his ass an honorable execution. And these bitch ass teammates is just fucking right there. Just watch that nigga spam the same move on me and they try to help me. I ain't helping these niggas.
Because I also feel like that is a part of your range. Is that you, like, instead of stopping and having to use all your, like, you're using...
I'm kill them to rank up quick.
Keep backing up. Where's this going?
Like I had an opportunity to see this, last summer. Join the forces. I see it after practice every day, just like a flick. It didn't matter. You know, certain guys in our league, certain basketball players all over the world, they have to get in a certain pocket. And in order for them to even get to here or how, it's like when he touched the ball, by the time he does what he needs to here, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. It come from here. Quick. Like, and it's a great question. Like, did you learn that?
You lost Zone A.
Like, there's always a reset, like summertime, word on mechanics, like my guy Brandon Payne, we'll talk about it. If I was missing 2 or 3 in a row, you start looking, I'll know it's because I don't have the ball, like if we're talking middle, like I don't have it more middle to right, like I'm more kind of doing that. And it's just you get a little lazy, right? But I just have to call that out, but then once you get into, the game and the flow, there's not much thought to it.
But it's interesting because, like, necessity is the mother of invention. You kind of invented something. Like, you go on to be the greatest shooter of all time by, like, a long margin. Like, range, accuracy, dexterity, off the move, left, right, leaning in, leaning back. Like, you do it all. But, like, I don't know if you could do that if you had picture-perfect form. I'm not saying you don't, but you invented a way of going through the zone. Like you said, off the dribble, like it's up.
Yeah.
And that gave you more range. And it gave you more dexterity. Like, by the way, it's not really recreatable. I'm not telling kids.
You captured Zone A.
So Bruce Frazier, like we use you as an example a lot when I'm doing a breakdown drill. Like I'll do like pregame stuff or after practice stuff where
You captured Zone C.
Like, he'll bring you up as a demonstration of
You
like,
lost
you have such a solid foundation where, you know, you'll get your head down, get low, like you're feeling every part of your foot, your feet, and you're using all of that.
Man, you fucking dirty bitch. Fucking knock me out my shit.
The foundation you have to have to then build all
I was gonna fuck that nigga up.
creativity and that looseness up top. So that's part of the natural progression of foundation to confidence, and then okay, now I can experiment a little bit. So maybe it's not necessarily a thought, it's like hand that down so much that now I
Can't knock me out of a nap, bitch.
what's gonna help me in the game? I need to treat I got that's in there because I have this. And if I still have to go back to that will. Like we do our frequent line where you're going like spin and and you know, in balance. That's your will. Like that's what I learned. But I also think one of the most impressive things, I know we're talking about a lot of things, but the most impressive thing is that you came in, you know, 6'2", whatever, and obviously super skinny. Super skinny.
Ah, I'm dead.
Like, I remember, like, super skinny, fresh out there, super skinny. And
I'm always close as hell to fucking killing this bitch ass nigga.
flights and everything, you know, can be taxing on your body. I think one of the most impressive things that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to you is that the weight and the strength that you put on and still being able to shoot the ball in that capacity. There's a lot of guys that we've seen come in at a certain weight or a certain, you know, body frame, and they're told to put on weight or told to put on strength, and it can affect their shot. You know, and it's actually no way it could have made it better.
You lost.
But shit, it seems like nothing ever changed. How was that? Like, did that worry you in the beginning? Like, oh shit, I gotta be stronger now.
Story. So like my rookie year in training camp, so I came as a shooter in the draft. Don Nelson was my coach, and
you captured Zone C.
In training camp, or summer league started. I think I probably shot like low 30s, 3 in training or in summer league. And then you come into training camp, you know, a couple months later, like you're working, getting through, trying to get comfortable or shots coming from the Don Nelson. He went in the weight room, because to your point, I came in at 180 pounds, maybe. They were trying to get me in the weight room, doing all these lifts and stuff. I'm shooting like trash in training camp like the first week. He walked in there and cussed out everybody in the room. It's like, he needs to be killing the shot. He's lifting too much weight. And to me, I didn't know that as a concept. Like I always just wanted to get stronger. Like, most of it was just vanity. Like, hey, man.
All these beers are all here. Y'all tell me I gotta look like this. You know,
I didn't even think about it in terms of shot. I know that there are
Oh shit, it's like teammate.
range of like body composition that matters to making sure you move the right. You know, if you're doing a big transformation, you can't change how your body works. I never thought I could get to that point, but then when he called it out, I was like, are they really gonna stop my shot? That balance of being able to appropriately like get your body to move efficiently, like a lot of bodies, to me it's forced.
Bruh.
Everything about the foundation, like how did your body move to that range where you have, you know, complete control, you know, your movement pattern. Not necessarily like brute strength, but efficiency and stability.
After 18 seasons of NBA travel spanning from Vancouver to Phoenix to Los Angeles, I know the importance of arriving ready to perform. That's why I'm excited about Emirates Premium Economy, which brings a whole new level of comfort to international travel. You know those cramped airplane seats? The wider leather seats in Premium Economy are the total opposite. They come with leg rests that support your entire leg, not just your feet. For someone who's dealt with back issues, the extra recline and ergonomic design can make a real difference on a long flight. As a 6'3" guy, I may not be the tallest of all, but on a flight, you captured Zone A. Sitting out in one piece. When I first started traveling in the NBA,
you captured Zone C.
Exceptional. But with Emirates, I'm not sure where they can go from here. The ergonomic seats, the space, the service, it all makes for an incredible travel experience. I can't get over how they handle meals up here. Real plates, actual metal silverware, and they're pouring sparkling wine like that. The entertainment screen is huge, and get this, real front.
Enemy team is
Transform your next international journey with Emirates Premium Economy. Trust me, it's the MVP of travel experiences. Book your elevated experience at Emirates.com/.
There's nothing like guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout at fine hotels and resorts.
I want to talk about or hear about like your summer routine with shooting details and legendary but you came in the league with ankle problems. Physical therapists will tell you that the gluteus hip strength has a lot of connection to ankle stability. It takes obviously a lot of pressure on the ankles. When you went through all that stuff, first of all, like, I'd love to hear, looking back, were you ever worried, like, is this it for me? Like, am I going to be a little box of chemicals like and two, getting that hip strength. I heard about your deadlift strength. Like, walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah.
Victory!
After my second year, I had my first surgery, and from my wife, like, there's a moment in rehab, sitting in the basement of my house in Charlotte, you know, like a 3.5, almost 4-month rehab just on that, to the point where I wasn't even rolling my ankle, like landing on somebody. I was doing the one where, oh, you catching a transition, I'm pushing off, and that thing slipped. I'm looking back like, what? Like bandy legs, like literally, like I just couldn't stay on my feet. And to your point about learning your body, right? Like learning how it moves, learning what.
That's crazy. Whenever I'm getting my ass whooped, this motherfucker's in a chat. They be in a chat, but the moment I win and kill a nigga, ain't nobody in the chat.
That was my junior year. I didn't really have anything coming in other than
And that shit really pisses me off.
I wasn't doing things to keep up with the pace. And then it caught up to me where the whole chain was coming up. And I had to learn all of that on the fly. The post.
So yeah, stop playing with your boy, cause I'm really like that for real.
Shoes I'm wearing, I got those big Forrest Gump looking 8 ankle bracelets that I'm still wearing now. And it's just like, what is the problem? Like, I feel strong, I feel I feel coordinated, but I can't necessarily get through a full season. So learning your body, learning the, like breaking it down from the beginning of, to your point, core strength, glute strength, the entire chain that can show itself if, you know, in strength and weakness down in your ankles. And for me, like, the most boring, monotonous work is like doing it right every day. A little muscle, proprioception type stuff, movement patterns. And there was some dark days of one, you know, you get this lead. I remember when we came to your camp when I was in USCP, they did this whole, like, the speech on it. Y'all think y'all nice now, but, you know, when you get to the league, everything you said, like, you have to earn your way. I'm thinking that just means, like, production on the court. I ain't know nothing about the off-the-court stuff, you know what I mean? So, like, that was the learning curve. And if I could even be available, how do I even know? Like, there's a little different I get to that level, and there's a lot of fear and doubt in that one, for sure. Because you feel so far away from yourself.
But especially if you know, like, I know I'm a wall. I know my game translates. But my body is not even allowed me to get to that point. You know, so you can only imagine, like, I'm straight frustration. Like, you know, like, I know my work ethic. I know the work I put in. Shit, my body's not even allowing me to get to that, to even show what I'm doing.
You lost Zone A.
Definitely.
Especially those early days when you're like trying to prove yourself.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm belong.
You have those little moments, you have a couple good games, oh, yeah, I belong.
You captured Zone C.
That struggle kind of made who you are.
Yeah.
Right? Like as far as the shooting, like it went up a whole bit with the strength of the hip, came the strength from the ankle, came the dynamic movement. Like, I mean, your fitness level is like the style of play, but in that process, it's almost like you maybe didn't shoot 20 seconds.
I think there's an understanding of not taking anything for granted.
I clearly dodged that shit, but okay.
You lost Zone C.
No, I approach the recovery, I approach
prime yourself for practice. Like, I can't just walk on the court. Like,
That's that whole shit.
The new character.
I think we gonna hype each other up a lot in this thing. But like walking into the locker room last year, or for the Olympics journey, I was being played with because I'd heard about the work ethic and the sheer volume of time and how he takes care of his body. When you see somebody on that level, couldn't be in the gym in the morning instead of like, there's just an energy. So like we all know this is stuff that makes you really go on the court that's going to prepare you for the moments when the lights are bright. I don't even think we talked about it. So it's just unspoken, like this is what you do. And I learned that, early in the process, like don't take that for granted so that you can be your best self. And like there's no accident when it comes to being who you are. So no matter how you learn it, how you get there.
Tell me about like as someone that was obsessed with shooting too, needed to be on the shooter our size or else
No goddamn dancer.
real quick. What was your approach and your routine and like how did
Why you running? Why you running? Alright, I'm gonna give it to your teammate then.
What are these people calling these fucking names?
chasing greatness.
That motherfucker didn't stand no chance.
We work together, we watch it from afar, like everything is attention. Like, tell me about like how you approach shooting.
I was talking to now, like nowhere.
Wait a minute. Don't slice me.
I was that type of kid. I was blessed to have the opportunity to find a gym wherever. And my dad played in the league, so it's not like,
Block.
The access wasn't there, but it wasn't, he couldn't be telling me about it. I'm not the one pushing that start there. And all
you captured Zone A.
The game is finding ways to get a little bit better. It sounds real cheesy when you think about it, but the idea of every day, like I was just exploring, like trying stuff, never really satisfied with, the level that I was shooting. Even if I had the greatest workout, I'm probably thinking about the couple of misses that I had, and how can I get better the next session. And from there, you just expose yourself to different, thought processes, different approaches to training. Like, I had my training now that I've done it for the last 15 years. But, like, I was always curious, coming through it.
Hear that, kids. Curious. Want to learn.
Being uncomfortable, getting in gyms that,
Bring your big ass back down these stairs. Hold on, wait a minute.
Like, if you're not getting anything out of it, but it's internal voice. It's like, I probably tell some today. I got some out of it today. And then you start to do that more and the rest start to build up. More specifically, though, when I got to
you lost.
I thought I was preparing myself for, the NBA journey and the pre-draft workouts and stuff. But I was still at Davidson, doing like college-type workouts. And I caught up with this guy, Edon Ravine, who
And that's what they be doing. Either spin the same move or jump you.
It's hard to marry
you lost Zone C.
I got so much earlier.
For some of the guys, just as a favor sometimes, I was curious, like I said, I was going to put myself in the ring where I could learn what to do, what not to do, what worked, what not working. The hardest
Oh shit, my bad.
And plus, he was number 2 me earlier.
Nah, fuck him. I'll jump the ass there.
That summer, in my rookie year, really learned to be professional. Like, I was around people that knew what they were talking about, and thankfully, pushed me every day.
Honorable execution. Wait a minute. Damn it.
We're exploring the beautiful city of Rome.
You captured
Join the
Zone
vibe and
A.
excitement of the streets of London.
You captured Zone C.
In Europe and most visited by Americans today. But if you look a little further, to a place that everyone talks about, a place that has everything, and where nothing
Nothing is impossible. This is Dubai. Oh, frozen in Europe won't give you that. So we're flying out. Does it really matter?
Obviously, you didn't know. I mean, we talk about shooting a lot, obviously. You didn't know what you were doing. But at what point did you realize how transcending what you were to the masses? When did you
Damn, man, let me block none of his shots. That's crazy.
what you're doing on the floor is transcending a whole generation of players. Obviously, you didn't know early on. You're just shooting. You're just out there, doing your thing. But when did it click to you? You start looking around like, oh wow, that kid is.
That's a great question. Because you know you ruined the game. It's destroyed, man.
Well, it's completely destroyed.
When Mark
Jackson, ball, one your head.
when Mark Jackson got back on the telecast after the first hits, and he said it on the telecast, they eye contact or too strongly in the sense of being funny. That I'm talking about how watching his play. He's like, I'm going in the game. I'm walking in the high school gyms now, and Andrew's coming to class. I'm trying to think of the first moment that was like,
You captured Zone C.
yeah, I would trade, in the league, and I was like the first thing that was like the next move. Even though he's
Enemy team is breaking.
I've known him when he was in high school, like, that was like the first time we were like, one, when they were older, the kids that are watching you, like now emulating their game after the way that you play, or like there's not expectations on a set person.
Bruh, it ain't let me do my revenge at all.
That was the first time I thought of it.
That press triangle, that shit ain't work.
I really experienced like what the impact was. But I got that review
Hey, revive me.
all the time after Mark said it. And now it's kind of tongue in cheek just because you understand everything influence. Now it's
Oh, that's a W.
a lot of kids to hear the story about the entire journey and not just the finish part.
Absolutely.
That might have been the first time I actually thought about it though, because there was a kid that came to one of our games that talking and getting drafted and it was like,
Well, I mean, also, but Mark didn't realize that we ruined the league too. Not everyone should have 63 a day, 53 a day, like,
you were the first, I think, you jumped. And it was maybe Stevie Kerr's first year, you jumped 200 threes attempted.
Victory!
Oh, shit.
Shot quality is still out.
I was 7-7, unless I'm even. That part.
Yeah, the game strategy is more crazy.
What was it? Was it that conversation? Was it Stevie Kerr? Like, what was the impetus behind taking up 200?
The way that we created shots was a big part of the offense that he instilled, where the less traditional pick and roll, less pick on game, more movement, all that stuff. Where you're creating, the concept of all 15 threes, cool, but they're not all created equal in terms of game pressure and rhythm and flow of how, like, is it one pass shot, is it the ball's changed side 3 times, and you're coming off and you move, touch it, you got back relocated. That's a different shot.
Oh, they put my teammates on the opposite team. Look like I gotta go whoop their ass real quick. It's either I'm finna whoop their ass or they finna whoop my ass, or the other chat. Hey, but look, one thing I don't like is how when I be getting my ass kicked, none of y'all ass be in the chat. But when I be over here beating shit, y'all ass wanna fucking steal, not pop up. There don't nothing be going on, y'all ass pop up. I ain't tripping though. I got some pretty good clips out of this shit for sure. Who shall be the first to get beat?
It was just conversations. Like, I was comfortable with all the different options. Granted, as a boy, the natural tendency is when to make the decisions. Like, you captured zone B. What the defense is, kind of dictate possession. But when he came in, and you know, we honestly, the way he communicates, the way he kind of approached the job, we were almost a 50-win team when he came in. But going on, great defensive presence of the guys that we had. He's like, I just want to make a couple tweaks to the way that we're creating shots. You know, he had positive influence, and he had always referenced Atlanta with Coach Bud when he was down there, and like they were in like the second and third year of trying to implement this kind of style, leveraging everybody on the floor as a threat offensively. I just wanted to help make those subtle tweaks. So once we got into training camp, he showed a clip of Cameron the soccer club, and he was talking about that as a philosophy of how we're going to create shots, how we're going to keep things simple, make the defense have to make a million decisions in the possession so that you can find the right shot.
Illuminate the first 0.5. Make a decision 0.5.
And so once we got in training camp, it took a minute to be comfortable.
I'm gonna try to not die now one time this game. I gotta go for how many kills and O.
Kind of dictate where you're supposed to be.
So if it's more than one, they try to jump and they gotta run it until my teammates pop up.
Coach McKillop at Davidson told me, you help somebody, you help yourself. And it was a concept of, if I can set a screen and you're guarding me and your goal is to keep the ball, you gotta make a decision now. You want to like sacrifice your body to be able to set screens in the field. And that helped kind of optimize Coach Curry's philosophy.
Block this bitch shit, goddammit! What the hell this dumbass character man doing? That nigga just stood there like a goddamn punching bag. She just chop suey in this nigga up. They hit my ass with a goddamn 4-piece combo with no sides.
Maximize what I want, that's how it kind of naturally happens.
It's fascinating to me because like the league is so picking on happy for someone.
I'm out here trying to block the bitch shit. I can't block goddamn hit. Now what the hell she at? I need my get back. You just standing up there like you cold or something. Fuck you think you, bitch. Y'all gotta jump me. Back up, bitch. Wait. Stop it. Ooh, you dirty bitch. See y'all just fucking your teammate up. I was gonna say there we go team, but look like y'all get y'all ass kicked right now. I think, I don't know. Oh, they whole squad right there down.
As a competitor and as a dear friend now, having guys not truly understand what that means when you're competing against a guy like that, it grinds you in the head. It's a natural reaction. It's a natural reaction. The most dangerous guy gets the ball on the first move. I did a great job.
Lost zone B.
He is most dangerous when he gives the ball. And like you said, that right there is really.
Come on, man. Don't start that goddamn spamming the same move shit, bitch.
That means he's turning the ball up and he's moving. And everybody is going like zone B.
God damn it.
God, paid the third dunk, like, because of that vibration, It's funny to say the ball has energy. Yeah. Also, player movement has energy as well. And certain guys, if you go back and sit and let you, having energy themselves, having energy. Guys just moving and flowing. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not beautiful when you're playing. It hurts
It's impossible.
But as a competitor and someone who kind of like thinks the game as well, it's like, wow, you can appreciate that shit. That shit's like,
you know, there's a possession where, like, you're on the sideline of the coach, but when you start clapping, no matter if the shot went in or not, because you know the possession. Absolutely my favorite, like, moments when you watch a film. It's like, that's why it's best.
Yep.
And being a part of, like executing those type of possessions, those are my favorite. That's when, you no matter who score, everybody
You capture zone A. Lost. You capture zone B. You lost
There's
zone
nothing
B.
like a complimentary third night on select bookings made through Amex Travel.
The American Express Platinum Card is now better than ever, with updated benefits to help you unlock unforgettable experiences. You can access the largest global airport lounge network and global hotel program with a suite of benefits as compared to other credit card programs. Plus, with the dining benefits and over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants and exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide, Platinum membership means you can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. There's nothing like landing a table at one of the hottest restaurants, and when you enroll with Amex Platinum, you get up to $100 back each quarter for eligible Resi purchases at participating Resi restaurants. It's actually changed how I dine completely. Instead of playing it safe with my usual filet mignon, I'll go for something more adventurous, like Japanese tasting menus or Mediterranean food. Those credits make trying new things feel effortless. And honestly, some of my favorite dining experiences lately have come from just saying yes to whatever the chef recommends. When you're getting those credits back each quarter, you can really lean into the full experience, from appetizers straight through to dessert. With an array of premium travel, dining, and entertainment benefits, all backed by American Express's award-winning service, Platinum membership brings experiences to a whole new level. It's true what they say, there's nothing like Platinum. Terms apply. Learn more at AmericanExpress.com/withplatinum. And now over to our director, Jason, for a word from another one of our partners.
Thank you to our partner, DraftKings. NBA fans, the season's heating up. We're just a couple weeks into the action, and it already feels like we're in mid-season form. The rookies are making noise, stars are setting the tone. Every night brings something exciting. And we've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can bet on the stars. Right now, all new customers who bet $5 get 3 months of NBA League Pass complimentary of DraftKings. And get $300 if your bet.
Damn, that's the bitch I fight right here. Locked onto this hoe.
You sign up using code MIND. Say it on the action and use your $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. DraftKings Sportsbook delivers the unmatched intensity of moves right to your fingertips. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on star player props and in-progress games right as they happen. Get in on the action now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code MIND. Turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Plus, 3 months of League Pass. The crown is yours.
That nigga literally setting me on fire and I died from that.
I haven't seen his clips. That's cool.
I think in our psychosis, we could probably go back to each of these moments.
So, like, just first of all, the post to pass. I think it's important for like the casual fan to understand why is a post to pass, because like you guys, you're not saying let's go to Festus here.
No.
You know, what happens is I'll start and let you guys talk about it.
Yeah.
When you throw the ball in the post, now you disorient the defense of mid. Right? Instead of everything being thrown up, you're supposed to see man and ball. You almost, it's impossible.
Well, I mean, you say it's the same thing as what the Bulls were doing in the 90s. When they would throw the ball into the ball 3 at a time. And now the other action started happening. Chicago screen, pinch post. MJ can come off of it. Scotty can come off. It's the same kind of concept. What they were doing, they were just calling the triangle. You know, so like you said, as soon as the ball goes to the post, now action starts. Action begins. And it's like this control chaos. Yeah. But those guys know exactly what's going on, but we're just trying to get the contain and move on the defense. You know, and it's when you have threats, you know, on the floor at all times, it's disoriented. You were sure the first that we have to look up.
This is the happiest I've ever been watching this game, by the way.
Short of the poster, Draymond goes to send a split. So Tristan Thompson's probably not supposed to be guarded.
See, also, this is another piece of it. I can't consider 6'30" on the shot clock, and the reason he's guarding me is probably because something happened.
When you get the ball screen under 8 seconds,
offensive rebound, something.
That's part of the ball and body movement where you can, again, make the defense have to make multiple decisions to it. Now, Tristan's guarding me. He's not used to being in the guard spot, but
keep one of the conversations we had previously about 5 going pick and roll. You know, instead of going one-on-one all the time against the 5, throw it, chase it, and let's see what he do. Screen out of it, I'm smoke screen out of it, I'm even set the screen. They're not used to guard and pick and roll, so let's see what they do. So now, having our 5 man who can move his feet, honestly, he's very well equipped to move his feet. Can he get to pinch post action? That's different, you know.
And he does a good job, he said, the body. You know, I think LeBron's trying to play center field here, because Draymond is, you know, so what happens though, come up hard cut, he sets a screen, and you're so fearful of daylight.
My favorite moment is Tristan has to decide.
So I think I can get daylight. And what else is tricky for people is that if Tristan runs into the screen or under the screen the way he should on a switch, there's too much daylight for you. So he has to show you.
They're not on the same page, because to the point, if that happened on this possession, Bron read it where you're going to try to jump that pass and take it away and make another decision. But one person on a different station,
that's it.
It's a wrap.
That's it. And this is the byproduct of it.
So there's the rim attempt, right? And so that's all just out of gravity, fear, game plan busting, movement, playing post pass. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is random basketball right now, right? You come down, you know, people find spots, you get off the ball, which is
people I've seen inside of online.
Just go back 5 6 months.
I got 9 guys right now. Dre's the only person outside the 3-point line right now. Wow.
Okay, but you don't stop playing. So what are the principles here? I'm just going to move. Someone knows they're supposed to pin in, or you're going to screen at something to clean it up.
So like when you come in, so that's when a guard goes underneath the basket, if you're guarding that person, obviously, like antennas up, out whichever side. If Shump is trying to stay attached, but I've been moving the whole possession, so unless he's kind of bear hugging, which happens at times, I'm at the advantage because now he's chasing. I'm trying to decide. And to the point where he's doing a bunch of action where now Bron's trying to decide at what point am I jumping out. I've already guarded 2 actions before, and it's just big timing. And Dre was unbelievable what I said in that sense, because it didn't matter. We had 4 ball on the court right now. That he made that play, right? Andre made it, Draymond could have made it, Andre could have made it. I could have made it if somebody else in action. So like that out there, you know, Dre's under control, you know.
See, that's what I get for trying to play fair. Every time I try to play fair, I get my ass kicked every time. So it's time to be toxic.
It makes some of their superpower actually for them as well, because you can see right now, we're not pressuring Dre. We're trying to read his eyes, see where he's throwing the ball, and then maybe stunt to the direction of the pass, but also with the flip side of it, he's captured zone C. Same thing with Rondo. Imagine Rondo up there with Paul and Ray coming off floppy screens, KG and Perk setting the pin down. And Rondo just up there like, because no one wants to pressure. You know, they're afraid of pressure because he's bad, but also they can't shoot as well. But his superpower is you not pressuring him. So he can just see it all, you know. So I don't know if we were in like steps underneath and he comes out, we're switching. He's just watching it sometimes. You're not always certain Steph gave the ball up on the left wing and threw it to Drake, and now it ended up down here.
And did his awesome thing.
Yeah.
Popcorn halftime. I don't know.
You captured Zone A.
Something sweet.
Yeah.
And boom. So when he starts to sprint here, head under the basket, playing possibly sprints, Schultz now is in emergency mode because he cannot be like this is too much daylight.
There's never a time he's gonna punch this and out. So it's like, I want to punch this me out.
And so he's on his bike now. When you're sprinting that fast and close, it's hard now to react. Right? It's hard to react. And so LeBron really should be on the high side here. But he probably feels if I get on the high side and keep the lead when we switch, I'm in trouble. So you're thinking, let me bias my body towards that.
You know what's happening now? Like, you know, just certain players in our league, just certain guys over the course of this history of the game. No matter what you do, they still haven't stand up. And that's what makes it great. That's what makes it great.
That's what makes him great. That's a great point. You have something?
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask you about him in a second.
You captured Zone C.
Yeah, we got the guest list.
You guys battle it out. Watch that fun. Thanks for watching My Game. New episodes drop every other Tuesday. Remember to like, subscribe, or follow wherever you watch.
We know you love the thought of sitting in a Parisian cafe. We're exploring the beautiful city of Rome. Or enjoying the vibe and excitement of the streets of London. Three of the most beautiful cities in Europe and most visited by Americans today. Where you look a little further to a place that everyone talks about. A place that has everything. And where nothing. Nothing is impossible. You couldn't fly. A little further than Europe, I'll give you that. But when you're flying outwards, does it really matter?
Goddamn.
They got that's the only thing I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Draymond Green Show with my brother, Baron Davis. What's happening?
What's up, big dog? How you feeling?
I'm great.
You lost Zone
We
A.
got a very special episode for you today. We also have 4 guests coming onto the pod, so make sure you subscribe to the Draymond Green Show with Baron Davis so you don't miss any episode.
And the non-guest episode that you fired to since we're in the second half of the season. So follow the show on all social media platforms.
You captured
at
Zone A.
Draymond Show, so you don't miss none of these great announcements.
Now introducing our next guest. We have a special guest today. One of the GOATs for sure. Top 75 in NBA all time. 4-time Olympic gold medalist. Mr. USA himself. NBA MVP. 2-time NBA champion. 2-time NBA finalist.
This time All-Star. The smooth operator. 11-time All-NBA team member. Rookie of the Year. Arsenal brothers, right? The chef and the sous chef, right? Cutlery tools everywhere on the floor. None other than the world famous legend in the making and continue, Kevin Durant.
Hey, dog, goddamn, this is crazy.
You lost Zone A.
I'm feeling good about my little rest day. Here we go.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Definitely one of the best to ever touch a basketball. Legit.
Sure, it's an honor, man. Honor to have you on the show. There's a gift of Draymond talking to you in your ear.
as widely used. Do you remember what Draymond was talking about in that moment?
You captured Zone A.
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot, man. Everybody want to know what he was saying. I don't remember word for word, but it was more so fast and more so than anything. Like, you can't fuck with me. You can't stop, yo. He was gassing me up for sure. I see my excitement as he kept going in my eyes.
Enemy team is breaking.
Smiling a bit.
The enemy rally.
You know what I was telling him? He told the world, I was just telling him the same thing. You know who you are. You can't, they can't fuck with you. You still watch me action a lot. Who you are? And then I said, hey, do that. Gotta play that role. KD one of them humble superstars, bro. Like KD.
Enemy team is breaking.
The nigga who you walk down the street and you like, that's what hope is. Like, probably one of the most emotional superstars around. And so, I think with all of them, sometimes it's like, he'll allow that same approach. And I'm like, nah, bro, like, they not good enough. Like, they can't approach you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna remind you of that. Because in my role, that's the type of time I need you. Like, at them at all times.
Victory.
And that same demeanor. Also being able to just flip the switch like you can.
Speaking of all the best live streaming games from Houston Rockets. Magic. Pepperoni pizza original. Oh, and you could bring up Indiana Pacers stats. What are you looking at? Walk on water? That's right.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm leaving this game. This is a bad matchup. I'm losing too much. I don't like that.
Shot he shooting over. It's crazy.
On any court, I mean, for me, just, you know, watching it come up, it's all about what you do when you at your peak, when you at the moments of where all eyes on you. And
Actually, I'm gonna cancel matchmaking as well, so I can sit here and smoke this.
You know, if you really fucking hooping, you a real hooper.